Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
There aren't any Jasons 12 and under. That's a dead name.
Packers Hall of Famer, Mark Tauscher.
How many kids do you hear, hey, Marky, it might be almost to the point of Ruth?
Live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios in downtown Milwaukee at the 3rd Street Market Hall.
You love that name so much, you don't even go by it.
If you call me Mark, I'm fine. I like my name. I like my name a lot.
This is Wilde Tausch.
Wilde Tausch.
It's Wilde Touch, isn't it?
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Wednesday edition. The world-famous, often imitated, never duplicated, annual Bold-A-Thon.
Bold!
Bold, Jerry, bold. Edition. Oh, I didn't know we had
This isn't montage season, is it?
Not yet.
Guessing Friday's a montage. That's why you've been working so hard, haven't you?
Working pretty hard.
Yeah,
Labor Day weekend. They don't call it Labor Day for nothing.
That's true.
Always working hard. And at some point, I would just like to sneak in the fact that I traded some text messages with one of our favorite guys that's been on the show many times, Kenny Clark. He's not joining our Boldathon today.
He shouldn't. He's got a game tomorrow, doesn't he?
He does have a game tomorrow. Indeed, he does. And then he gets to move all his stuff on the weekend.
If he asked you to help him move, would you go over there and help him?
Yeah, sure, definitely. He would do that for me. I mean, I think he would help me more than I would help him. But yeah, I would. I can't imagine he'd want my help. I'm not,
I'm gonna text. I think I'm gonna text him and say, make sure to ask Wilde to come over and help move.
Yeah, go ahead, text him.
I have a hunch he's gonna hire people and they're gonna.
I would think so, but there are logistics involved. I can help him plan. I can help him pack. I'm very good with bubble wrap.
I think you should volunteer that to him. Right?
I don't know. All right. It is the Wednesday edition.
What do you think of this new sweatshirt? I just got it off of Jelly's desk. How sweet is this?
Wait, does that say Wilde and Tausch?
Yeah.
Sure does.
How flippin' sweet is this? Haven't had any new merch in 9 years. Ashton Rotman shows up, and there's merch flying around the whole studio.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is big.
It's awesome.
I'm gonna finish introducing the show.
Go ahead.
On 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, ESPNWisconsin.com, the ESPN app, your Alexa smart speaker, streaming, live video, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and of course everything you need on the all-new, all-redesigned, all-free, and all-customizable, just like that hoodie, ESPN Wisconsin app. I'm Jason Wilde in Green Bay. Jesse Nelson, aforementioned Jelly, is in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios.
Stop calling me Gel.
You don't like gel?
No.
Okay. I won't call you it then. I thought it kind of rings off the
I've never
tongue.
liked jelly since you first said it 8 years ago.
But I shortened it. It's gel.
Now, what if you had a choice, Gel, would you prefer jelly or gel?
Gel is better than jelly.
There you go.
There you have it.
That doesn't mean I like either.
And the nickname Connoisseur and Packers Hall of Famer is also in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. He is Mark Tauscher. Tausch, you look immaculate.
Yeah, I feel awesome. And I had a nice UW Credit Union pullover on this morning because it's chilly. It's a little chilly and wet here in the greater Madison area. And then I walk in and I see the Gel Man with a couple of beautiful new sweatshirts.
Wait, is Jesse wearing one too?
I don't know. He's decided not to. I don't think he likes it as much. I think he's a little bit because, it was like Santa. People walking around handing stuff out this morning. It was like a complete lift because they know it's Boldathon. Everybody is fired up in the office because they know it's Boldathon.
Gotham Bagels, Hall of Fame
there's
beef
donuts.
sticks.
There's donuts out there. There's swag. got all of our college game day stuff, which I'm guessing was here last week, but I didn't come in.
It was, yeah.
But they're, for the big tailgate on Saturday. So it's just everything's great. Everything's great.
Quick Trip coffee without covers on it.
That's true, too.
Hunter Vaughn waiting to spill it.
No, Hunter and I rode up in the elevator together. He is surprisingly kind of just giving in on this Cowboys season. He said he's all in on the Badgers. He's done Cowboys. He's taken a redshirt year, which is probably a smart thing for his mental
gap year. Yeah, it's not easy. But, hey, he can root for Kenny Clark, and then we can go help him
tell us
move.
a little bit about Ken. You got a chance to catch up. What can you share with us from Ken?
So you can read all about it on channel3000.com, of course. But he is
one of these times I'd like for you to put that out here first and then write it. But I'm not going to talk to you about your process because you are a mad genius.
I texted him at like 10:15 last night.
And you wrote the story at 3 a.m?
I wrote it after I got done texting with him. Yeah, I finished it about midnight. And then the power went out here for a little while, and I almost missed the show because my alarm didn't go off. So he's settling in, and he's trying to figure out how he's going to come up with I asked him about the jersey thing because all these guys want to swap jerseys with him, and he's trying to figure out a solution already because he's well aware of what those guys look. This is one of the and we need to explain the Boldathon. We need to stay on the clock today. But this is one of those things. No, we do.
No, I do. You think we do. That's not going to happen.
I'm going to try. This is one of those intangibles that you know so much about because you were in an NFL locker room for 11 years. You were a leader. You were around teams that had great chemistry and great leadership. And you were around teams when it didn't go very well, at least one. You said that the guys will move on. The Carl Brookses and the Colby Woodens and the Devontae Wyatts and the Nazir Stackhouses and the Warren Brinsons. And they're sad, but they know that they also have opportunity. But when you subtract someone like him from the locker room, what does have to happen to fill that void? Because it clearly is a void.
Yeah, more people have to step up, and there's obviously a little bit of a leadership void, but that's the natural life of an NFL locker room. And you start figuring it out because, when you're first in there as a young player, you're just, everything's great. Oh, my God, this is awesome. And then when the first guy that you've really formed a long relationship with, whether it's 2 or 3 years or whatever it is, or you're playing next to him or you're watching film with him, and obviously you talked about Kenny yesterday, bringing people to his house and really being that big brother to a lot of guys for a long period of time, it is a bigger shock. And again, I told you yesterday, I ride down to practice with this guy. I sit down for lunch with I sit on the plane. We play cards. We do this. And then all of a sudden, one day, it's gone, and it's like, it's a lot like, and this sounds morbid, but it's a lot like death. Because you start speaking in the past tense. And I can remember when Barry Stokes, who was a journeyman guy, just a barrel of fun, great locker room guy, nuts, but a great locker room guy. Everybody, he would host card parties. He would do stuff, and then he was gone. And I just remember everybody got cut middle of the season, and everybody was just talking about him. Like, remember when Stokey did this? Oh, that's Stokey, okay. And finally somebody just got up and said, he's not dead, And it is a sense of mourning, but you don't have the luxury of Kublering it. You got to get from mourning to acceptance and moving on real quick. There isn't 10 days. You don't get 4 months. You better get moving because this train keeps the NFL train. Doesn't matter how big a star you are. This train ain't stopping for nobody. And if you do, you're going to get run over like Dudley Do-Right, and it's over. So you can mourn, you move it along, and then time to go. And I think that's where these guys are at. They can still, and I'm sure, I can't wait to see after the Packers go down to Dallas and beat them by 2 tutters, and then everybody is sitting there clamoring for Kenny. I think Kenny, that will be a great moment for Kenny outside of the fact that they got beat by a couple tutters.
Does Dudley Do-Right get run over by the train?
Isn't he tied up? He's tied up all the time.
Does he rescue someone else?
I felt like somebody was tied up. And
there's that lady. I don't know her name. I'm not familiar with Dudley Do-Right. except for there was a ride at Universal.
Schnash, or what was the guy's name?
Snidely Whiplash.
Snidely, yeah. I don't remember the gal, if she was the one that was always tied up.
Okay, we'll fact check that. Speaking of things I don't remember, I know we used to give Rob Demovsky a hard time for not being bold enough in Tausch's opinion.
He was the genesis for
he was the
Boldathon.
inspiration.
Yes.
And now he's the Grand Marshal. But how did we turn that into, Jesse, the annual Bold-A-Thon, which you write in our rundown? Some have wondered whether the Bold-A-Thon has run its course.
Yeah, I said that yesterday. Mm-hmm. Nobody mentioned anything about it, and all of a sudden yesterday, Jesse said, we're doing Bold-A-Thon tomorrow. Oh, all right.
Well, it's true.
It's an annual tradition.
I thought last year, I didn't think it was bold enough. Thought there was a lot of milk toast boldness. And those lukewarm milk toast boldies, I think Jesse cut them.
Yeah, we set some criteria for who was invited to be part of the Boldathon this year. We have unique Packers perspectives,
Love
ESPN Wisconsin personalities.
Love it.
A few from outside of our ESPN Wisconsin family that'll offer, again, unique perspectives.
And some of those milk toasters, we'd love to, they could post. Social media is a big, vibrant place. Post away, but you got cut.
And fearlessness to be bold is one of the criteria.
Brusty got cut, and I told them that on our thing yesterday, and then they decided they're going to do a bolder Boldathon, which I thought was super lame, but
they were kind of mean.
That's kind of how they do it.
That wasn't really what they
doing. I don't know what they were doing.
I don't think
they knew what they were doing.
I think they misdescribed publicly what they were actually doing.
Well, whatever the case may be. So Brusty can post. I don't know. Did Kyle? Kyle felt like he should be invited. So I don't know. I told him Gel is the guy that's in charge. He's the gatekeeper.
Brad Nortman was invited, and he was offered a +1 of his choice to bring.
Oh, that's a smart move.
Yes, up to him who he wants to bring.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, lot of fun.
So I guess
in store today.
We need to probably get ours in before we get the demo, right? Is that kind of how we're doing this?
And
well, I'm going to lead it
on
off
a schedule today, so
I think last year I took second place. I had a big bold one where basically Josh Jacobs was going to set the Packers rushing record. He fell short of that, but he had a great season and was the catalyst for the offense last season. A big season from him, and I felt good about my bold prediction. So I don't remember. Do you remember yours? I'm sure Jason doesn't.
I believe mine was that Jordan Love was going to surpass Aaron Rodgers' numbers from the 2011 season, and that came nowhere close to occurring, which I thought was pretty bold.
Yeah, it was very bold.
45 tutters,
speaking of that,
picks.
Speaking of that.
Yes, tell us more, Dan Orlovsky.
I am going to – we were down at the Hard Rock Casino Rockford a couple months ago, and my inkling was, let's go big. You go to Hard Rock Casino Rockford, you want to be bold. Because future, how did that old saying go with the people that are all getting sued?
Yeah, I hope you.
I'm going to say
fortune favors the bold.
Fortune favors the bold. Now be smart. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but Jesse and I both thought that at 25-1, pretty good. As this thing is unfolding, I just believe that this offense is going to be a lot better, and I think they're going to get opportunities to be even more aggressive with this newfound defense, the pass rush. I think Jordan Love is going to rip it up. And I believe, in my bold prediction for the 2025 season, that Jordan Love is going to be the MVP of the NFL. That's what I believe.
So there you have it. Tausch kicks us off with Jordan Love MVP, which is exactly what Dan Orlovsky said this morning on Get Up.
I didn't catch
as
that.
Well, you guys are of one mind. And,
well, a couple of real smart football minds that just dissect it like nobody else. So, yeah, I don't have any problem being lumped in with the Orlovsky when it comes to this.
And you have no problem being lumped in with Gene Adella of Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Oh, you know I don't. And, you know, when a customer chooses Pella, one of the most important things to them is honoring that trust and commitment. A lot of customers might have apprehensions about inviting someone out to their house, but when you see the experience and professionalism, you can trust them with bringing your project to life. And their vision is to be the company that people want to do business with year in, year out. Order by the end of the month. 0 interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today to learn more.
The Grand Marshal, the inspiration. Didn't Chicago sing a song? You're the inspiration. He is the inspiration for the Bold-A-Thon. Now, there's been some critique from one Mark Tauscher that he has pawned off his bold predictions to Seth Walder now on ESPN.com.
Rob and you, and I think some of you older beat cats have gotten less interested in conflict. You've been going with the flow. It's true.
I think some people like conflict. I'm not among them.
Well, that conflict spurs growth, I believe, is what Mike McCarthy used to always say, right?
Deadlines spur action.
No, it was conflict is good. Huh? Conflict is good. You fight with those you love.
I think that's what it was.
No, it's conflict is good. It was Mike McCarthy's quote.
It was not conflict spurs growth, but that's a different story.
But it does. Not telling you which way it grows.
Well, we want to get to the Grand Marshal to kick off the parade. So then, who does that make? Does that make Craig Carmazin Santa Claus at the end of the parade? Then that he closes it out. Okay,
Santa Carmazin.
Are all parades? Do they have Santas?
No,
yes.
But that's.
I don't think so.
No, but the Christmas parade. That's how you know it's ending. Is that here comes
the parade by which all parades are measured is the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade.
Yeah.
Santa's at the end.
Thanks, Gel. I appreciate you supporting me.
The Gel guy.
Rob Demovsky of ESPN.com joins us next on the Bold-A-Thon on Wilde Tausch.
Wilde Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio. Brew Crew Tuesdays are back September 9th.
Turio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Texas Rangers.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in September 9th at 7:05 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee or check your local listings to watch the game.
Turn those hoop dreams into reality with Precision Sports, your one-stop shop in southeastern Wisconsin for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator basketball hoop systems. Installation of new or old hoops and completely customizable painted court lines. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
The Bud Pavilion's free concert series, Wednesday Night Live, returns to State Fair Park this week with the Glam Band. Gates open Wednesday night at 6. Live music starts at 7. Tell your friends and be there this Wednesday at the Bud Pavilion at State Fair Park.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
It's Jason Wilde. Our family loves when Kringle from Racine Danish Kringles arrives at our home. And now football season has arrived. So try the green and gold Kringle. Traditional pecan Kringle and cheesecake Kringle topped with green and gold sprinkles. A crowd pleaser at any game day party. Order today at Kringle.com or 1-800-4DANISH. Easy to remember. Kringle.com or 1-800-4DANISH. Racine Danish Kringles. Not just a treat, it's a tradition. And the official pastry of ESPN Wisconsin.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
Looking for a new car, truck, or SUV? Take the nearest exit to Ewald Automotive for 2025 model year clearance pricing. Save over $14,000 or get 0% financing. All makes, all models. Over 700 2025s in stock with model year clearance pricing. And with the Ewald low price guarantee, we'll beat your best price on a new vehicle by $500 or we'll give you $500 cash. Only at the Ewald model year clearance sales event. When they're gone, they're gone. Select model, we've got to see dealer details. Expires month end.
Pull up to Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee and shoot your shot at big wins for Sweet Ticket September. Play with your rewards card for entries. Score triple on drawing Thursday. Win slam dunk prizes like cash, reward play, and tickets to see the Milwaukee Bucks in action. Sweet Ticket September. You ready for this? Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
I had nightmares at my birth mom's house. It was really scary living there. There were always drugs in the house. The police came, and that's when I was placed into foster care.
Right now in the U.S., more than 100,000 children, like Ariana, are waiting for a family.
Once I was adopted, I definitely felt safe.
Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find permanent homes for children in foster care. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
We begin the Boldathon with the Grand Marshal, the inspiration, a man who has publicly, or maybe it was privately, admitted that because Tausch gave him a hard time about not being bold enough when he was making bold predictions.
He just quit doing it.
For ESPN.
Yeah,
No.
He just quit doing it. I don't think he
would
does
think
bolds.
of you.
But he doesn't do any bolds anymore. He's got Seth Waldersham doing it, or Seth Walders doing it. Jason Waller's doing it.
Seth Waldersham? I don't know who that is. I know there's a couple people.
I think he's a new investigative journalist over there.
That is not who joins us now, not Seth Waldersham, but the ESPN.com Packers beat writer Rob Demovsky on Wilde Tausch. Rob, is it true that you no longer make bold predictions? Is that an accurate depiction of where you stand? And this is your only opportunity to be bold.
That is accurate, Jason, but it was not my choice. Like apparently the editors must have thought none of us was bold enough, so they took it all away and gave it to Seth Waldersham.
Wait,
you combined three different people: Seth Wickersham, Seth Walder, and Jason Wallers.
Yeah, I think that's true. It's because that's what it takes to get a bold take from you now.
But yes, Jason, and I am on record. You are correct. I believe on this show, if not many others on the ESPN Wisconsin networks, that Tausch, his criticism of me for not being bold enough has impacted whatever bold predictions I make, whether it's on ESPN.com, which is not anymore for me, but on this show. And as I was compiling my list last night when Jesse told me this was going to be the thing, I wrote something down, crossed it off, and said, no, not bold enough.
Love it.
Wrote something down, crossed it off, not bold enough.
Love it. So I cannot wait for the boldness. But before you do that, read your article along with, I think, half of ESPN that wrote that on Micah. What was the thing that stood out to you the most? Because Packer fans are still thinking, I can't believe that this actually happened. What stood out to you to make this thing happen in your article?
I think it was just how stubborn and, I guess, short-sighted that Jerry Jones is. I mean, maybe we should have known that already, but, there's no way that you could say that Jerry Jones did this in the best interest of the football team. He did this in the best interest of Jerry Jones and not giving in, not being seen as someone who gave in and saving a buck. And, I mean, this is a guy who is well known for being cheap. And, we all know that there's a lot of people that we know that went from here to Dallas, and we've all talked to those people over the years. And some of the stories you hear out of there about, Jerry renting out the team facility in June and them using the practice fields for a country music festival, and the coaches having to cancel their mandatory mini camp because Jerry could make a few $1 million on a country music festival, but the Packers or the Cowboys coaches couldn't have their mini camp. I mean, that's probably tells it all right there.
Rob, do you think, because I think when it comes down to it, people look at a cheap squad and they think the Bengals. You think Dallas deserves to be in that same category?
100%.
Wow.
Absolutely, they should be. And I think they've gotten, maybe I don't want to say a pass, but I think that story is, maybe been underplayed because they're the big bad Dallas Cowboys.
Ooh, that's bold. So I can't wait to hear. Since that's bold, that is a bold statement. All right, Rob, the floor is yours.
Okay, so I crossed off the list that Jeff Hafley will become a head coach because the defense will be so successful, because that's not bold enough.
Yep.
I crossed off that Romeo Doubs will be traded at the deadline because that's not bold enough. I crossed
that
off,
would be pretty bold, Rob. Can you?
I crossed off that let me get to my list.
I
crossed off Matthew Golden as Offensive Rookie of the Year because that's not bold enough. So I settled on this, and Jason knows how much I love special teams. Brandon McManus will have the first perfect season by a kicker since Mike Vanderjagt in 2003. McManus will make every field goal, will make every extra point, and will kick the game-winning field goal in the Super Bowl.
Let's go. So you have combined a perfect season, winning a Super Bowl with this Green Bay Packer team. So the Packers winning the Super Bowl wouldn't be bold enough. All right, that's fair.
Right.
Perfect season.
Yeah. I mean, Jason can
He's
attest
screwed.
to this.
He's missing a kick on Sunday.
I don't think I've ever seen a kicker put on a performance like Brandon McManus did in training camp. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that we were watching, I can't even name all the guys.
Narvi.
Greg Joseph.
Hooking field goals left, shaking them right, doinking them off the crossbar. I mean, this guy was like 71 for 75, and he made like his first 28 kicks or something like that in the preseason or in training camp. I mean, I've never seen anything like it, and I think this guy has the makeup. Now, Mason Crosby, I forgot about this, did have a perfect regular season in 2020 on field goals. Now, he only kicked 16. Their offense must have been so good that year, he only kicked 16 field goals. But he missed 4 extra points that year, Mason did. 4 extra points. So,
yeah,
Gary Anderson, the Vikings kicker, 19, what was that?
98.
98. Perfect regular season, and then the playoffs.
Got a little tight. So, Rob, very bold. Well done. But I have to admit, Doubs being traded at the trade deadline would be bolder than any of this. Yeah. What makes you think that could be a possibility?
Here's the thing, Tausch. By then, you'd think Christian Watson would be
Halloween is when I've heard he's
about
going to
ready to come back.
Yep.
And then, Romeo Doubs is a guy that, he's in his last year of his contract. Is he a guy that you're going to re-sign? That's a really tough call. And at this point, I would, probably lean towards no, not saying for sure. And if you can get something for him, if you can get a 3rd-round pick for him in October, why not take a shot? If you feel good about the rest of your receiving core, that would mean that obviously Watson's back. Maybe Savion Williams has gotten healthier and can play a big part in this offense. And then, of course, Reed and the rest of the crew, Golden, all those guys do what you think they can do. It wouldn't be the most crazy idea. I do believe that there were teams this offseason that may have inquired about Romeo Doubs in trades, and obviously the Packers didn't do it. But, the flip side is you could say, well, even if you're not going to re-sign him, you let him play the season out, have a good year, help you win games, and then get a compensatory pick for him. And that's a possibility too. But I have a hard time seeing them re-signing him, bringing him back next year. So why not maybe at least entertain those trade talks?
And Rob, is that all stem from obviously what happened middle of last season where he left? And
well, I don't know that it's all from that, but that doesn't help. They always say, one thing doesn't make a decision, but it's part of the equation. And, I think that right now is part of the equation with Romeo, who, by the way, I think has had a really good camp. I mean, like a really good camp.
All right, Rob, I can see you're in your sport coat. I assume you have some television work to do, so we need to let you go, but we appreciate
really great job by Bold-A-Thon. That's right. Boldsky. That's Bold-Demovsky there.
It's almost as if ESPN should let him start doing that again.
This is my campaign. Can we clip this and send that out?
We'll get it out to Seth Waldersham immediately. Thanks, Rob.
All right, guys. We'll be seeing you.
That is Rob Demovsky, the grand poobah of the Boldathon.
That was
the
good.
Inspiration.
That's good.
I don't like the fact that he had on his crossed off list the one that I was going to do today, but that's okay. I'm all right with that. I'll find another one. I do think that there's a better than just bold chance that they trade 87 at the deadline.
I think you should stick with that because that is bold, and I think that if that happens, you win the Bold-A-Thon.
Unless, of course, Brandon McManus has a perfect season.
He's missing a kick Sunday afternoon. I can almost as he was saying it, I'm like, he's screwed. It's over.
Okay. Well, we will not. If that does happen, we of course will blame Rob. But he did have the two people he talked about both had phenomenal camps. Romeo Dobbs had a great camp, and so did Brandon McManus.
Well, he was so good that they let him ref. I can't imagine. I'm past set and having a great camp. Hey, coach, I'm going to take a day. Give me a beat and let me go ref. They tell you to kick rocks.
Side judge? What are you?
I'd be an
umpire.
Umpire for sure.
Yeah. All right, we need to keep it rolling here. I don't want to fall behind. And this guy, we enjoy talking to him so much every week on Wednesdays at 9:30. We are always behind. That's not happening today. Bryan Bulaga is next up in the Boldathon after I tell you that the new ESPN app, have you tried it out yet? Have you signed up? It is incredible. The most live sports, the best championship moments, and so much more. Listen to this list. Monday Night Football, college football, NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, college hoops, volleyball, softball, gymnastics, lacrosse. The list goes on and on. Plus, shows like SportsCenter with SVP, First Take with Stephen A., College Game Day, the entire 30 for 30 library. I had the 85 Bears one on last night while I was writing and texting with Kenny. All of it is ESPN. All of it is in just one place on the new ESPN app, so sign up now. Our next Bold-A-Thon contestant, member of the parade, Bryan Bulaga, joins us next. It's Wilde Tausch.
Wilde Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Hey ESPN Milwaukee fans, Bryan Bulaga here for Surfside. Summer is heating up, and there's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside iced tea and vodka or Surfside lemonade and vodka to break the heat. Made with real brewed tea and real vodka, Surfside is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy no matter what your plans are this weekend. Look for the can with the sunset stripes, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Rivalry baseball in September? It doesn't get any better. Join the Brewers as they battle the Cardinals Friday, September 12th through Sunday the 14th. While the action heats up, you can gear up for fall baseball with a Brewers crew neck giveaway for the first 25,000 fans on Saturday the 13th. Then bring the whole family for Looney Tunes Day on Sunday the 14th. The home stretch of the season is here, and you don't want to miss it. Get in on the action at brewers.com/tickets.
And ESPN Radio Extra Point with Courtney Cronin.
Will this be the year that Notre Dame figures it all out and doesn't just get to the national championship, but they actually win it?
I do not believe they will win the national championship this year. To expect that a new quarterback coming in, it's CJ Carr this year. Remember, Riley Leonard comes in from Duke. He's a transfer last year. I think it's hard to expect that with the quarterback change, where everything for the first month or so is going to be leaning on your defense, is going to yield a national championship when you have Ohio State and what they return, when you have Clemson Clemson, Penn State, LSU, some of these other teams, Alabama, Georgia. Can we not forget the two in the SEC?
Right. Yeah.
I know that it's so funny because of Georgia's early exit and Alabama not even making the playoff that sometimes we forget to talk about them as national title contenders.
I know, it's crazy.
It's so difficult to repeat, and it's so difficult in this landscape of college football. So I think they'll certainly be a CFP team.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Summertime is the time for all the big events. Weddings, milestone birthdays, even corporate events. Elevate every event with Noble Catering, a premier craft caterer in southeastern Wisconsin, preferred by over 30 venues. Noble Catering is also the exclusive caterer of Villa Terrace, an east side event treasure. And coming in 2026, Noble's new headquarters, a 400-person event venue in the heart of Bayview called Brixton's Turn. Book them for your event at noblecateringco.com.
Bryan Bulaga on Wilde Tausch is brought to you by Surfside. Surfside iced tea and vodka and Surfside lemonade and vodka. It's light, refreshing, and has 0 bubbles. It's perfect for a day on the golf course or a day at American Family Field. Cheers to Surfside.
I've got some famous friends you probably never heard of, but back in Rutherford County, our crowd is second to none. You might not know them here in this big city we're in, but when I go back home, I've got some famous friends. Yeah, I do.
Speaking of bold predictions or bold ideas, we talked about Mr. Brightside yesterday, which they play at the Big House and they play at Buffalo Bills games.
House.
Still doesn't feel like a stadium anthem.
Let me tell you something. Nowhere in the same vicinity as J.A.
Yes, right. But I feel like now that he's Mr. Surfside, we should play Mr. Brightside when this guy joins us, as much as we love famous friends.
You're now imposing different music choices for our guests?
Just an idea.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying we have
love a
to
good
do
idea.
it.
I'm not saying.
That's bold.
That is bold.
I'm Mr. Surfside. Joining us now. I don't know if he's actually Surfside in Florida. I think he's a little farther inland.
Going down to the farm and I'll be doing just fine.
Yeah, there you go. It is
pretty good. Pretty good.
I don't think Bryan wants to change songs.
No, I think he wants to do his bold prediction. Get the hell out of here.
It is Bryan Bulaga on Wilde Tausch's Boldathon 2025. Bryan, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We are great. We're so happy to see you. We appreciate you not only joining us today for a brief visit, but so you could be held captive by us tomorrow for an extended period like we normally do on Wednesdays. All right. Would you consider yourself bold?
I guess it depends on the topic.
You're kind of answering it now. I guess, sort of. I don't know.
I don't know if I would say bold, and it just depends. Honest, maybe honest.
You are
really
honest.
Blunt.
Honesty can be bold and sexy.
Yeah,
can be both.
I would say that.
All right. Well, you can step out of your comfort zone now, because it is the annual Boldathon.
Yeah. What's been? I guess what's been said so far. I'm not a repeat customer. I don't want to be a repeat customer.
I understand.
That's no fun.
Except for Surfside, of course. Tausch started us off by being a repeat customer of what Dan Orlovsky said today on Get Up, which is that his bold prediction is Jordan Love is going to win MVP.
I said this in May, and I told you 2 days ago this is the way.
I know you did.
So don't act like I'm stealing Orlovsky's gig, all right? I'm not.
Hey,
right.
Avid listeners
Very
of the show
sensitive
know
about
that.
this Bold-A-Thon.
Because you also have put down actual financial hopes on that happening
Hard Rock
the
Casino, Rockford,
yep.
right by Blue's old house.
Yep.
Wow,
Very
I didn't
true.
know that. I didn't know that at all. So yeah, you did not copycat that. Then Rob Demovsky came on, and he ran through the things he'd crossed off his list before predicting a perfect season, including a game-winning walk-off field goal in the Super Bowl from Brandon McManus. No misses on extra points, no misses on field goal attempts, to which Tausch and I both agree now that Brandon McManus will miss a crucial kick on Sunday. We'll see how that plays out. He also had the one that I was intending to use, which was trading Romeo Doubs at the trade deadline. So he had that, but he crossed that off the list.
I'm going to tell you this. That's the one you should stick with. That is a bold pick. That I think you stick with that.
I thought I had something, different there, but apparently not. So the floor is yours. Bryan Bulaga, your bold prediction for the 2025 Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm certainly not going to go down Rob's route and jinx kickers, because that's like the ultimate jinx. It's like the announcer's jinx, right? Like, oh, man, he's been fantastic today from 45, and from 44, he doinks it off the upright. So, I'm not going to do that. I think that's, that's a lot of eyes on the kicker. I don't like that. As good as he's been, obviously, I heard Tausch said he refereed a practice, which is pretty fun for a player to be able to referee a practice. Give me a break. I would love that. But I think I'm going to go, because obviously this offense has gotten a lot of, weaponry from, the rookies. And I think the easy one would say, to go Golden and how he's going to, I'm not going to go down that route. That would be an easy one, that he could be offensive rookie of the year and all that. I'm not going to go that way. I think, because even with, Saquon and that offense, and I think Jacobs is going to lead the league in rushing this year. I think he is going to be the guy this year in the NFL to lead the league. I think he's going to beat out Saquon. I think they're going to rely.
How many yards? Is he going to break the all-time Packer rushing record that the greatest offensive line that Green Bay has ever had got him? Blue and I both agree.
I don't know.
1,883 yards by Amon Green in 2003, which those of you who enjoy this program and the Boldathon know that was my prediction last year, was that he was going to break that record, and he did not get it. He was 500 yards short.
1,883. He's going to need that to beat out Saquon. So I'm going to say yes. He's going to get
it. Very bold. Very bold.
Blue?
Because I think this is going to be a year, right? I think I think Love is going to stay healthy, and I think with the addition of Golden, and I think the offensive weapons, I think LaFleur is going to get back to the passing game that we know and love. And when you get to hell with Love, get it? Funny.
Nice. Well done.
But when you have that, it's going to make defenses play you honest, and you're going to get a lot of light boxes. And with that, I think Jacobs is going to have a lot of good opportunities, and they're going to keep defenses guessing, and it's going to open up a lot of real estate for him on early down and distances. So that's my prediction. I think it's going to be.
It's bold.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, and look, you talked to us a bunch of times about the offensive line and what they've done there. That would also indicate that they plan on still running the ball a ton and going downhill. Bryan, we will take up far more of your time tomorrow.
Yep.
But excellent, bold prediction. Way not to be a repeat customer. We appreciate you, buddy. Yes. Thanks.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
That is the great Bryan Bulaga. You can hear him on our show. You can hear him on Green Bay Game Day. You can hear him on the Homer Hour. You can hear him everywhere, presented by Surfside. Speaking of people that are presented by great brands, Associated Bank, that's my bank. and they've got the best customer service in the industry. They've got the awards to prove it. If you're looking for early pay, get access to your direct deposit up to 2 days early. If it's credit monitoring, if it's fraud protection, or if it's just Packers, Brewers, or Badgers checking, they've got it for you. So go to AssociatedBank.com to find out more. Next up, Michelle Smallman. She has not been a Packers fan for a long time, but she is a fervent one. She will give us her bold prediction from Unsportsmanlike. Next, it's Wilde Tausch.
This is Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance. Immediate live show streaming, a homepage customized just for you, the brand new ESPN Wisconsin app. Your state, your teams, your ESPN.
It isn't fair to just say they need to put pieces around Jordan Love in order to get to the Super Bowl, but it will also help if Jordan Love plays up to his potential.
The ESPN Wisconsin app, everything in the palm of your hand.
Just going back to it's fine just doing it the Goody way and growing young and growing together.
Available in the Apple and Android App Store. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app today.
Looking to heat up a career in HVAC? Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling in Milwaukee is now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Family owned and operated, Dick & Trough offers competitive wages, a 401k match, health insurance benefits, and a winning, positive team culture that sets them apart. This is more than a job. It's a chance to grow with a company that truly values its people. Apply now to become their newest team member at dickandtrough.com. Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling. Come see the difference. Apply at dickandtrough.com.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
According to Time Magazine, Gen Z is drinking 20% less alcohol than all previous generations. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Over our 65 years in business, we've stayed up on all the trends, where you'll always find 2,000 varieties of beer, 4,000 types of liquor, and over 8,000 wines. We now also stock over 100 varieties and growing of THCA, CBD, and Delta-9 non-alcoholic specialty-infused drinks. So whether you're experimenting with the latest wellness trend, or you just want something in your fridge that your college kid can call you cool for, come check out our expansive selection. And while you're at it, you do deserve that bottle of bourbon. Discount Liquor in Milwaukee on 51st in Oklahoma and in downtown Waukesha on Barstow and Maine.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
And visit us online at discountliquorinc.com.
The Bud Pavilion's free concert series, Wednesday Night Live, returns to State Fair Park this week with the Glam Band. Gates open Wednesday night at 6. Live music starts at 7. Tell your friends and be there this Wednesday at the Bud Pavilion at State Fair Park.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde. Our family loves when Kringle from Racine Danish Kringles arrives at our home. And now football season has arrived, so try the green and gold Kringle. Traditional pecan Kringle and cheesecake Kringle topped with green and gold sprinkles. A crowd pleaser at any game day party. Order today at Kringle.com or 1-800-4DANISH. Easy to remember. Kringle.com or 1-800-4DANISH. Racine Danish Kringles, not just a treat, it's a tradition. And the official pastry of ESPN Wisconsin.
Stay up to date on the green and gold all season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Grand slams and walk-offs. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon by now, what are you waiting for? Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's very own national champions. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows? Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper? Scratch paint? Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
The Boldathon rolls on. And with all due respect to Rob Demovsky, to Bryan Bulaga, our first really big star. She doesn't join us every Tuesday the way Evan Cohen does.
Couple of pop-up Tuesdays, though, she'll join, which is always a fun surprise.
Just
we love
showing
a
up.
pop-up Tuesday, yeah.
When Evan's not driving back to his palatial estate an hour out of the city, she'll show up. But she shows up today on her own. Recently, still somewhat, Packers fandom convert, who has exactly 5 minutes to talk to us before she gets kicked out of her studio. It is Michelle Smallman from Unsportsmanlike. Michelle, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, guys. Thanks so much for having me. It's always a beautiful day when I get to speak to the both of you and talk a little Packers.
Hey, Smalls, before you get into your bold pick, you've been to Evco's house a few times. How many gates is it to get into his place? Is it 2 or 3? Because you have the one probably where there's like a security guard.
Yeah. So first there's a gate for you to enter the neighborhood.
Yep.
Then there's another gate at the end of the cul-de-sac, getting to his very long driveway. I think there's a gate around the moat of his house, and then another gate with a security guard when you actually get to
so it's only 3. Okay, I actually had it as 4, so that's...
But the moat, we forgot about the moat.
We never heard about the moat. That's great to
You
hear.
didn't give him credit for the drawbridge. Exactly. That's a key part of that. All right, before you give us... Before you give us your bold prediction, is it true, I saw rumors of this on social media, but you can't believe everything you read, that you are gracing us, I mean, not our show specifically, but Wisconsinites, with your presence a week from tomorrow as you are coming in for Packers Commanders on Thursday Night Football? Is that true?
Rumors are in fact. We've booked all of our travel. It's official. Coming to the beautiful state of Wisconsin. Can't wait to see you guys and hang out. We are going to be in the house on Thursday for week 2, Packers versus Commanders. It's going to be awesome. It'll be my 3rd trip to Lambeau, and I'm so excited. 3rd trip since I became a Packers fan, just a little over a season ago. So I've really ingratiated myself with Packer, and I can't wait to see all the Packer backers and hang out. It's so great.
And you owe it all to us. All right, let's get your prediction so we can let you go. Michelle, what is your Bold-A-Thon prediction for the Green Bay?
Just wait, Michelle, before... I know she's got to go, but I was watching the show today. The boys got after you like they haven't in a long time. Some of your bold predictions, I love agreeing with you. I was on Team Evco and Canty. Your bold predictions, so let's make sure we're extra bold for Wilde Tausch.
Okay, well, I think you're going to like this one. First of all, they're getting on my case for me saying that this Giants regime is going to be done after this season. But
the Eagles winning the division was the hard one to take. The Eagles winning their division.
It hasn't happened in a long time.
They're the defending world champs. I know you got to go, so I don't want to give you too much grief, but okay. Chiefs might win their division. Okay, go ahead.
I think you're going to like this one. I'm going to deploy this one today because I'm saving it for tomorrow when we give our other picks, our official picks for the 2025 season. But my big, bold Packers pick, guys, is that the Packers are going to the Super Bowl this year. Packers are going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl.
That's a big, bold pick.
This is a team that was already trying to be the kings of the North. When you think about the addition of Micah Parsons and what it's already going to do to an already great defense, Jeff Hafley is going to use him in so many different ways. He's versatile. He's destructive. He's a fresh 26 years old. Oh, and he has a chip on his shoulder. Leaving Dallas, the defense is going to be formidable. This is a year where Jordan Love needs to be consistent. He needs to step it up. I think we're going to see that from him. And think about what the last year. They were combined, I believe, 15-3 and 1-score games. A lot of things bounced their way last year. The Lions losing both of their coordinators, don't think it's going to be better for them. I don't know what to think about J.J. McCarthy, so I can't go there with the Vikings. And if the Packers become the kings of the NFC North, the toughest division in the NFC.
All right, Michelle, we will see you on Thursday, a week from tomorrow, and then I guess we'll see you in Santa Clara for the Super Bowl. So we look forward to that. We appreciate you.
Hopefully that was big and bold enough for you guys.
It was very bold. It was very bold, no doubt, because I don't think they're the odds-on favorite. That's for sure. All right, you give up your studio to someone else less important. We appreciate you. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
That is Michelle Smallman of Unsportsmanlike. You can catch her along with Evan and Canty every single morning across ESPN Wisconsin and, of course, also across ESPN television. Tausch, do you, you've already had your at-bat. Do you think, would you boldly predict, as a ancillary prediction, that not only does Jordan Love win the MVP, but that the Packers go to the Super Bowl?
I did not go down that road, unlike, seems like Rob and Michelle did, which is great. I hope that's what happens. I still think Philadelphia deserves the nut whack treatment that they're getting from me. Mm-hmm. And until someone knocks them off, I am not going to put Green Bay ahead of them. But as I said after the Micah trade, there's no reason not to win the division, and you're going to end up being a 1 or a 2 seed. And when you get to that point, you like your chances. So I think they obviously have improved their efforts to do it. Now it's just, can their offense find its way and be consistent enough? And if they are, they have every chance to do that.
Yeah, I guess my only question for you is this an instance of you learning from your mistake? Because a very highly publicized forgetting of the nut whack, you kind of de-nut whackified the Kansas City Chiefs at one juncture.
Yeah, 2 years ago I did, yep.
And you learned your lesson, and you learned it well.
Yeah, I mean, I think you sometimes just have to be slapped with reality. And until, Rudy Tomjanovich had it right. R.I.P. to Rudy. He had it right. And you have to remember those things. And winning a championship and having championship pedigree is hard. And when you find it, you respect it. And I'm going to respect Philly's nut whack tendencies.
Just like we respect your wager on Jordan Love being the National Football League MVP at Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
Oh, we got that. Jesse, I think, has a bunch of Brewers stuff that looks real good. It's just fun. Head on down to the new Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Over 175,000 square feet of gaming and entertainment space. More than 1,300 slots, 50 live table games, a sports book, and a rock shop. They also have a great live entertainment venue. Terry Bradshaw was down there. How's that? Terry Blanken Bradshaw. Got a bunch of other big-time acts coming. Go check that out and get an experience for up to 2,000 guests at the Hard Rock Casino Rockford, a premier entertainment destination just off of I-90 in Rockford, Illinois, about an hour from the greater Madison area.
I'm holding our tickets right here.
Let's
They've
go.
been in a safe spot, looking pretty good compared to what the odds are now. We got in when we should have.
We got in early.
You're holding them in your hand. Is that that doesn't sound like you have it in a safe spot.
Well, where do you want them to have them?
I don't know, some sort of lock box of some kind.
Well, they're in a secure location. I brought them out just for now because this is a
lock
rare
box.
opportunity. We're talking about them. It's bold. We got them right
You
here.
said it's
3
in a
tickets.
secure location. It's in his mitts.
Jordan Love MVP plus 2,500.
Down with MPP. Yeah,
Green
me.
Bay Packers over 9.5 wins.
I feel really good about that one.
That's a baby one compared to the other two. Division winners plus 260. Can't get those odds anymore.
That's real strong. Yep. Yeah.
Did you? I'm sorry. Before we get to the 10 o'clock hour.
Sure.
Did you change shirts?
Yeah, that sweatshirt that I got from Wilde Tausch is warm. It's so nice and cuddly, but I haven't checked the thermostat here. I know that they started taking it where you can't change. I don't want to get into that. So, yes, I did change shirts.
I'm sorry.
He's right.
We had some people that were fiddling and diddling with the thermostat.
No, they have this
they don't
now
trust us
temperature
to change
controls.
our own temperature
The fact that
here.
they don't let us run our own temperature control is, I think,
we have to
IPT.
We have to call. Excuse me, can you please turn the temperature down a little? And then
what would
happen?
happen?
Is it
I'm
good?
not even gonna go
No,
down
it's still
there.
warm.
It's way too hot. Like, who do we call? I'm going to call and see if we can get them up here because it's way too hot up here. It's fall. You're supposed to have a fall breeze. It's just chilly making weather.
Do the windows open?
No, there ain't no windows in here. Well, there's windows, but they're closed. Yeah, there ain't no, it's not
We
like...
need Pella. All right, so, Tausch has 2 minutes to call someone to tell him to lower the thermostat.
What kind of...
All right, so one call, that's all, to the people in charge of the thermostat over the next 2 minutes, because then we kick off the 10 o'clock hour of the Bold-A-Thon. The 2025 Wilde Tausch Bold-A-Thon resumes in 2 minutes. So stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Life's a relentless competition, and you might be losing without even knowing it. With testosterone levels plummeting 25% in just 2 decades, you're likely operating at a fraction of your potential. Your kids sense it when you're too exhausted for playtime. Your wife notices when that spark fades. Here's the harsh truth. Without addressing low T, nothing works. Diets fail, workouts fall flat, but there's hope. Mentality's FDA-approved treatment restores testosterone by an average of 30%. Don't let low T rob you of life's precious moments. Start at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Any coach will tell you, games are won in the preparation. The same's true in cybersecurity. Trend Micro helps businesses move from reactive to proactive with cyber risk exposure management. That means real-time visibility into your risks across cloud, email, endpoints, and networks. For over 35 years, enterprises worldwide have trusted Trend Micro to prepare, protect, and perform. Don't wait for the next threat to blow the whistle. Get secure now at trendmicro.com, because the best defense is being ready before the game even starts.
Packers fans, your next quick trip run could score you the ultimate win. Cruising into tailgate season in a brand new Chevy Silverado RST, or blazing the trails on a new Polaris Sportsman 570, or grilling like an MVP with your new Pit Boss Ultimate Liftoff Griddle. Whoa, every dollar you spend at Quick Trip with Quick Rewards earns you a point in the Packers fan zone. So come in and get winning. No purchase necessary. Full details at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde Tausch.
71.5 degrees. Is that the normal temp?
Seems a little toastier than you'd prefer it. But 70 usually. I think we're usually set at 70.
It should be 68.
68, your college number at the University of Wisconsin.
71.5 is too warm.
71's too warm, yes. 68, 69, 70 seem about right.
There's a employee from a different work spot out in the and I asked them, I said, hey, is your office, you cannot control the thermostat? And he's like, yeah, that's like normal procedure in office buildings. I said, really? I don't think that's true, but I don't know. If it is, it sucks, just for the record. But
why do you think that is?
Money. I want to save money. But the thing is, if you crank it down, you're saving money because it's nice out. It's not cranking the heat. You're not cranking the AC when you don't have to do either. You'd think that's a dub, right? Isn't that a dub?
Despite
Jason, you just sit in your little perch in your little cocoon down there with all your stuff.
He doesn't get office life.
He doesn't understand a lot of things.
Neither do you. You're not an office worker. Like you're not that guy
what
either.
Are you talking?
I
went into an office for 11 years. And I've been into the office when we first started. I was there before the pandemic. I was in every blanking day. What the heck are you talking about?
You're not an office guy.
Cat. What do you mean I know? I know a heck of a lot more than you.
What? I didn't say I was an office guy.
Well, you just don't try to lump me in with you, lumpy. I'm not interested in getting lumped into your office. I'm in offices, baby.
All right, I'm going to go back to my Kodiak flapjacks that I'm enjoying out of the bowl, which, by the way, partner? They are a partner, and it is really good.
Nice.
So, speaking of great partners, By the way, did he bring a +1?
Who?
Our next guest. I don't know if you. I know you're so heated about the temperature in there, but we have a group of guests after another here. While you're less than thrilled with the temperature in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. Joining us now, there is no +1. Maybe it's Mark/Keith Neitzel. It is Gabe Neitzel of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy live from the Gruber Lofts' One Call That's All Studios.
That's correct, sir.
Gabriel, good morning.
Good morning. Tausch, don't worry. We don't get to control our temperature here in the Gruber Lofts' One Call That's All Studios either. And there are times when we come in, at 6:45 before the show starts, and it is 77 degrees in our studio, and there's no one to call. It's too early in the morning to call anyone in order to fix it.
Yeah, I don't understand or love it.
So do you just go no shirt?
Yeah, you go skins.
I mean, sometimes Chewy might,
skins.
but he's probably the only one who can.
That's probably fair.
That's very fair.
Gabe, so you got invited this year. This is a big step for you.
I did. I thought it was big.
You had to fight Jesse to get invited. Yes.
That's why I had to make sure. I mean, it took me a little bit of time to get back to him yesterday. We were out at Aaron Hills for On the Tee, and I almost missed the invite. So if I'd have missed out on this year, it would have been on me, not on Jesse, because he did reach out and extend the invitation.
That's awesome. Well, you had a great performance last year. I don't remember what it was, but
it was great.
A lot of positivity.
Actually, I think you ranked him pretty low when we reviewed him at the end.
Okay, that happens.
Well, Tausch was ranking them as they came in, if you recall.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's right. After Gabe's appearance, I think he might have been number 1. And then he quickly fell down the rankings, if I recall correctly.
That could have happened, yes.
So, without further ado, because I would like to actually have a little bit of time to talk football with you during your window here. Give it to us. Lay it on us. Your bold prediction for the 2025 Green Bay Packers.
So my big thing for the Packers recently has been, they're a good team, but where are the difference makers? I think they have enough difference makers this year because I am going to say the Green Bay Packers will have 5 first-team All-Pro members when the season is over. 5 first-team All-Pros.
Name that tune, Gabriel Neitzel. Name that tune. Let's see if we can guess, Jason. Let's guess to see if we got.
So don't name that tune.
Well, he will eventually name that tune. All right, Micah Parsons.
Name that tune in a little bit.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Jason.
Edgerrin Cooper.
Ooh.
Correct.
I don't think he had. Oh, he did. Oh, X.
Oh, if he's got 5.
Xavier McKinney, correct.
Yep.
I
know.
This would mean that he would tie into Bulaga's prediction of this guy surpassing Saquon Barkley in productivity. Josh Jacobs?
No, I did not have Jacobs on the list.
Okay.
I think I know both, and I think both are a little understated. I don't know if he's going to go Jordan Love, but I'm going to say he's going Tucker Kraft is going to emerge as the tight end, and he's going to be a Pro Bowler.
First team All-Pro is the prediction.
Yeah, first team All-Pro.
All right, then I'm going Zach Tom.
Zach Tom is correct.
So we've got 4 out of the 5.
4 out of the 5.
Missing 1.
Do you think he goes Jordan Love here, Jace? That's the question.
I love the fact that you're trying to weasel your way into eliminating him, and Gabe is sitting stone-faced like he's playing
I have to do this every week when we do our top 8. Like Jen and Chu are always trying to get cheap answers. Like they'll throw one out there to avoid is that an actual guess, guys? Like what are we doing? So they're always trying to cut in when we're doing top 8 at 8.
I think Gabe is thinking this defense is going to be dominant. I'm going to guess he is going tandem. He's tandemizing, which is crazy, and I think it's nuts, but it is bold.
No way.
I think he's tandemizing. I think he's putting Rashawn Gary as the other All-Pro.
That would be the boldest thing anyone could possibly say. If Rashawn Gary is going to be a first-team All-Pro, unfortunately, that is not the way I am going to go.
All right, I'm taking the plunge. Jordan Love, you've got him winning the MVP. Bulaga, we got Demovsky with maybe it's the kicker. I stopped to think about it.
Do they give first
He doesn't
team?
miss a
Is
kick.
that a
Yeah.
thing?
Win it.
First team all kickers a thing? I guess
That's
I didn't
all.
realize
Yeah,
they did that. Good for
absolutely.
them. Good for them.
Oh, look at that. We just found a way to find out it's not the kicker. You see
have
that?
6
See what I
now.
did there? Oh, I didn't even know
Matt
they gave kicker
Orzak.
first
I
team.
think he's going to go with somebody in the 40s. Orzak.
All right, I'm going to say it. You've got Jordan Love, first team All-Pro.
I have Elton Jenkins as first team All-Pro. The Packers think he is an All-Pro center.
Wow.
He is going to be, and I think that offensive line is going to drive so much of what they do offensively. Yes, I think we're going to see some big seasons from Josh Jacobs, Matthew Golden, and Jordan Love, but it's all going to be driven by one of the best offensive lines in football, driven by Elton Jenkins and Zach Tom.
5 first-team All-Pros.
That's a lot of All-Pros.
You don't know what you're talking about.
That's a lot of. That's a bold statement.
You're
That
a
is-
crazy man.
Just
It's
in the
bold.
modern era of Packers, because they had like a bunch back in the 60s, I believe the most they've had is 4 from 2020. They had 4 first-team All-Pros that year.
Oh.
So I went
Interesting.
1 and above and went with 5.
To not put Josh Jacobs in there was bold.
And still have 5.
Yeah.
All right, so, Gabe, speaking of bold, because we've got a couple extra minutes with you, we have not gotten, other than listening to your fine program, Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, every morning, 7 to 9, how excited on a scale of 1 to 100 are you about Micah Parsons, and how different do you believe he makes this team now?
I am at a 100. I don't know how you can't be if you're a Packers fan, because this is, A, what the Packers have been missing in terms of having that difference maker at that position, and then to get one of the best ones who's still 26 years old. I don't understand how you're not, like, just over the moon excited and just wake up giddy every day that Micah Parsons is going to be rushing the passer for your favorite team coming on Sunday. I think it changes almost everything for the defense. You've got a difference maker now at every level. And he's going to make Rashawn Gary better. He's going to make that defensive line better because he's going to draw all the attention instead of, okay, maybe we have to pay attention to Rashawn Gary. Oh, we've got to make sure we have a plan for Micah Parsons. And once he's able to sink his teeth into Jeff Hafley and his defense, they're going to be moving this guy around. They're going to be doing some different things with him because he's that type of an athlete. He's that much of a freak. And because that defensive line's going to be better with him, that makes the cornerbacks better and probably makes you less worried about the depth at that position. It's going to make the safeties. It just literally it's the one position defensively. Much like we talk about quarterbacks offensively, okay, you're getting paid that kind of money. You got to make everybody better. The trickle-down effect of Micah Parsons being as good as he is going to make that defense and everyone on that defense better.
Bam.
Pretty convincing. You should do some more national stuff, I feel like.
I mean,
feel like
again,
you've got the ability to do that.
I don't understand the people who just aren't excited about it. Look, I understand maybe being a little concerned about the back, but there have been enough videos, Jason, from the practice you guys were at and from what you saw. Like the way he's wrenching his back against that blocking dummy. Yeah, I'm not worried about the back whatsoever.
Yes.
Not worried about it.
Yeah, I am a little bit dubious about how that came out and why and everything else. I'm not saying that it's not real.
What are you dubious about? You think it's AI?
I don't think it's AI. No.
Oh, the first AI back injury that we've ever seen? That'd be something.
That's interesting.
That's a bold
I've
take.
seen some of these AIs with the real heavy set women jumping into a pool and like blowing up the city. Have you seen those AIs? AI's crazy.
I have not.
Big Linda?
I have not.
Go ahead and Google it.
No,
There's some
I'm not gonna
lady.
Google
She's
that.
a heavier set gal, and she jumps off a diving board and into a rooftop pool, and the entire place just. It's a crazy deal, and you're like, "There's no way that."
Are you sure it's
I
AI?
actually, no, I knew this is AI.
That's
why I said it.
I am now
No, I am not a good.
Is anybody else
I'm not a
curious
good
about
decipherer.
Tausch's algorithm on his social media platforms now? If this is the type of content that he's getting?
Stay away from the Tausch's For You
Let me tell you
column.
something. I don't think you want to go down that road, Gabe. There's some stuff that comes up that I'm dubious about. Let's put it that way.
Gabe, it's been something. We appreciate you, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, it was bold. The segment, without a doubt, from start to finish, bold.
Well, I hope the folks that own that building that Big Linda destroyed by jumping into the rooftop pool, A, allowed their residents to control their own temperatures before the building collapsed, and B, had American Family Insurance.
And you know what? Everybody's excited, as Gabe just said, about the Micah Parsons pick, the Green Bay Packers, and American Family Insurance. You know what? Lambeau's always great, but Monday night at Lambeau got even better, and it's thanks to American Family Insurance. Enter the Dream Weekend Sweepstakes for your chance to win the ultimate Packers game day experience. One lucky winner scores tickets to the November 10th game, pre-game tailgate in Titletown. That's including meals and a game, signed Jordan Love jersey, Packer tours, swag, and more. Your Dream Weekend could be waiting. Don't miss your chance to enter. You have until the stroke of midnight on the 23rd of October. No purchase is necessary. See official rules and enter at amfam.com/Packers. That's amfam.com/Packers.
The Boldathon rolls on with Brad Nortman of Kyle Bruston Nortman next. It's Wilde Tausch.
Wilde Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance. All day, every day, the Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
For the first time, you can stream all of ESPN all in one place. And guys, it's changed the game for me personally. All the best live sports, the most championship moments, studio shows, documentaries, and originals, too many to even name them all. Plus, all these great new features, like watching 4 games at once in multi-view, your fantasy team updates live in-game, Sports Center customized just for you. They thought of everything to make this the ultimate destination for fans. You gotta check it out. Sign up for the all-new ESPN app, like right now.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and football season is here. Are you ready to make money betting on sports? Are you ready to make a winning decision? Are you going to gamble for fun, or are you going to gamble for money? This year, make that decision that will build your bankroll all year long. Go to FatJackSports.com, and for less than $100 a week, make money betting on the games. That's FatJackSports.com. It's a personal portal. It comes to your email. It's hassle-free. It'll make you money. FatJackSports.com.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
The Bud Pavilion's free concert series, Wednesday Night Live, returns to State Fair Park this week with the Glam Band. Gates open Wednesday night at 6. Live music starts at 7. Tell your friends and be there this Wednesday at the Bud Pavilion at State Fair Park.
At Tony Wendorf & Associates First Weber Group, we do more than close deals. We serve with gratitude and faith-filled purpose. We've sold over $300 million in real estate since 2020, one of the top-ranked real estate teams in Wisconsin, and we're just getting started. What sets us apart? We care. Even if we're not your agent, we'll still help. That's the kind of stewardship the community deserves. If you're buying or selling across southeastern Wisconsin, let us earn your trust. I'm Tony Wendorf, and I want to create your red carpet experience. Contact us at wendorfteam.firstweber.com.
When it comes to joint replacement, you want the best care available. The Orthopedic Surgery Center in Pewaukee is a leader in joint replacement, offering same-day surgery with advanced technology. Their team of experts specializes in knee, hip, and shoulder replacements, using the latest techniques to minimize pain and recovery time. By choosing them, you're choosing a center focused on providing specialized care tailored to your needs. The team at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin can get you back to what matters, living pain-free.
And their prices are more affordable than urgent care or the ER. And they'll send a full report to your primary care doctor. Why wait at the ER? Walk in to Ortho ASAP for faster, more affordable care.
Total joint replacement. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com. That's orthowisconsin.com.
Station updates, show clips, and your place to interact with us every single day just by scrolling through your feed. Follow along on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at ESPN Milwaukee. This is Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
The Boldathon rolls on. Still not entirely understanding what occurred yesterday on his program. I joined them briefly, but they were not stealing our idea. They may have seemed that way on social media, but they weren't. And I'm sure he saved his best for us, like I do for other shows across ESPN Wisconsin. Unless he is in... No, good. It's good to see you are not in the hospital maternity ward. So we're still in a holding pattern. It is Brad Nortman on Wilde Tausch. Brad, good morning. How are you, buddy?
Gentlemen, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. Have you ever been in a friend group and two of those friends are fighting with one another? You ever experienced that before?
Sure. Yeah.
That's a little bit of what we had yesterday. I have my friend group on KBN, and they wanted to be invited to the party, right? I can't blame them. They wanted to be invited to the party, and they realized they weren't. So then my other friend group, Wilde and Tausch, created a little bit of rift. So I found myself in the unenviable position of being between the two of them, leading to them saying, you know what? On a whim, we're going to throw our own Boldathon. Wow. And so that's exactly what happened. But it evolved into basically a roast of ESPN Wisconsin personalities, as sometimes it occurs on our show. But here I am on the original Boldathon. So, happy to be here, guys.
Norty,
and yes, still holding out for baby Nortman.
Norty, did you think Jesse did that on purpose? Because he invited you and a +1, so you could pick one of your two co-hosts. And you think he did that to stir that division amongst the KBN crew? Because I think he did.
Well, I think Jesse is a magician of content, right? I mean, he knows how to stir the pot.
He is good.
He knows how to create controversy. A magician of content, and so doubling down for content purposes is exactly what he did. He gave us an hour and a half of outstanding material. So Jesse Nelson, I thank you. I thank you that I'm the only one on KBN here, and they all turned down the offer.
Yeah, I'm kind of irritated. Brust, I'm fine with. I understand. He gave a pretty lame one last year. He needed a break.
He's had a big 30 days.
He was fine about that. But Kyle, I told him yesterday we'd love to have him join. He had the opportunity to, and he passed. I just want to make sure so when I come on with you guys next week that I'm not spreading mistruths. Is that how this worked?
No, yeah, that is true. I think Kyle's exact word was bumps their Boldathon. So, I mean, I don't know if that's something you take offense to.
What does that mean?
Bumps their Boldathon.
Can you help me out with that? What does that mean? Bumps the Boldathon.
I think that's a euphemism for another word.
It's a delicate way of saying forget that.
Blank them picks. Blank that Boldathon.
Kyle, really? Okay.
I know.
Hey, see where it is.
If you're gonna invite me after the fact, I'm with them. Like, I understand.
Nobody invited him after the fact. He was invited with Norty.
It wasn't edited
like that. Okay.
It was edited. It wasn't an original +1. It was you know what? You can bring a +1 if you'd like, out of sympathy, out of pity.
Oh, sympathy. All right, Norty, you are a bold man. Let's hear it.
All right, gentlemen. My bold
Not only
prediction.
that, he's a guy with a lot of balls. Look behind him.
Yeah, look at all these. Look at all these balls up there. Well, I'll tell you what. There's going to be a guy that's going to be getting a lot of game balls this year for the Packers season. It's going to be Jeff Hafley. And he better appreciate those green and gold balls because it'll be Jeff Hafley's last season as a defensive coordinator for the Green Bay Packers. Last year, because the defense will finish #1 in total defense. Guys, last year, you guys know the stats, guys. I'm going to throw some stats at you. last year, Green Bay Packers, 5th in total defense, 6th in scoring, 7th in run defense, 12th in passing, but we're going to address that. 4th in turnovers, 6th in points per game, and that was, with my opinion, being with a group that was just okay, solid. He was doing a lot more with less, and we saw his creativity come through as the year went on. You add in the most efficient, brutal, intimidating defensive force in the NFL, in my opinion, who's still reaching his prime. You got that, you're going to get your number 1 defense in the NFL. And not only that, he's going to be a sought-after head coaching candidate because he already has head coaching experience with Boston College. He's adaptable to personnel. He's creative. He's well-liked. And I know you might be saying this. You might be saying, well, head coaching positions, those are reserved for offensive minds. What if I told you that over the last 2 seasons, 8 defensive-centric head coaches, 7 offensive-centric head coaches were the last 2 seasons of head coaching hires, actually more on defense than on offense. Jeff Hafley will be another tick in that column for a defensive head coach being hired after this season. So Packer fans, enjoy Jeff Hafley while you got him because he's going to be a head coach next season.
That's bold.
I'll tell you what.
It's a good pick.
I'm not here to besmirch or disparage the K and the B. I always get it confused.
Yeah, K and B.
Of KBN. But are those other 2 guys, first of all, coming with all their balls showing?
I am here to disparage the other initials.
Secondly,
you're going to disparage?
I would love to, yes.
Secondly, are they doing the level of research?
They're not.
That our guy just delivered?
No, there's no way.
I mean, breaking down the last 15 head coaching hires?
Well, in fairness, they do show prep for an hour before every show. So
do they?
Yeah, they do an hour prep.
You can't tell.
That's what I was thinking. An hour show prep. So kudos to them.
snap.
That's the truth. 1 hour of show prep. Can you imagine?
Hour show prep. I don't know how much of the hour is actually focused show prep.
I think
it's a lot of conversation and chatting and a lot of
good stuff
around the
well done.
Around the water cooler type conversation.
Gosh, I really would have loved to have heard Kyle's. I would have loved to have heard Kyle's today, but we'll have to wait until you guys do your Boldathon, which Lord knows when that'll be.
They already did it.
No, but they're going to go Bolder.
That's the ironic thing. We had our Boulder, the boldest of all Boldathons. Yeah. We had that yesterday, and we didn't even give our bold predictions.
So you can go bolder than the boldest.
We just let KBN Nation throw it all in there.
Yeah.
It's quite the operation you got going over there.
It's a hell of a show.
Brad, we know you got a lot going on. Will we hear you later today on?
Good luck.
Good luck. Will we hear you later today, or are you on Baby Watch?
Well, we are. Both things can be true. We are on Baby Watch, but there is no baby seemingly coming today on September 3rd. So outside of a surprise, I will be on KBN, and will be until Baby Nortman decides to arrive. So we're hanging on tight. Every day is a question mark, but one of these days I will be off, but it doesn't seem like today's that day.
Probably not going to make it to our pregame show on Saturday, are you?
We'll see. That'll probably be my temporary swan song. I can't imagine
we'll see means no, usually.
Jesse wants the extra airtime anyway. Don't worry about it.
Merch and I got it. You know what? You stay home. We got it.
Norty, give our best to Lex. We're so excited for you. You're such a good human being, and we always love it when you join us. I'm sure Tausch has a day or 2 off that he's going to need with this grueling football season schedule at some point, and we will check in with you when you are a cousin sub of the day. Thanks, buddy.
Always happy to join, guys. Happy Bold-A-Thon.
So, Jason, since the KBN crew decided to say to blank with y'all, which is fine.
Blank them picks.
I went back to, and I thought one of the guys last year on Wisconsin's Morning News, he had it wrapped up. He picked Xavier McKinney to have 10 picks last season.
One of the guys. Was it Eric?
Eric Bilstad, yes.
Okay.
So on my hit this morning with them, I'll tell you what, we have fun on that show. When I told them and I jumped in and said, I know you guys usually drive the conversation here, but today is about the Bold-A-Thon. The way their eyes lit up, they are probably more excited about the Bold-A-Thon than we are. They decided to jump in and give their bold predictions, and I believe the great producer Pancake Hill sent those over to Jesse, and we have 2 big, bold Packer predictions from Vince Vetrano and from Eric Bilstad.
Okay, we do.
Right, well,
we do.
I'm sorry.
Boy, you know what? Maybe we should prep an hour before. I literally just asked Jesse. Said I got the audio. Throw it to me after Norty, and I said, all right, great, I'll do that.
There's two different voices, and Bilstad did two predictions, so you didn't specify which one I was about to play. So I got a 4-minute run. I didn't know which way to go.
There.
You and I, we make decisions every day, but on Prize Pick.
I have them. You
What do you
didn't
wanna
say
do?
whether
Plus, it's time for Gruber Law Offices.
Oh, is it Gruber? All right.
Time out. This is Vince Vetrano's bold prediction.
Well, I don't know.
Or, I said we could just run them during the break. But, all right, here we go.
This
Can
is
I
worse
offer
than
this
KBN.
disclaimer?
No,
I don't
no
want
doubt.
this to happen.
Oh, boy. Okay.
I wonder if
Yes, you can.
I wrote down another one. I wonder if I wrote down what you're going to say. All right, go ahead.
My Bold-A-Thon pick this year is the Packers have a losing season. We finish 8-9 at best.
Whoa!
What a bummer.
What?
First negative one of the day. Yeah, it's the first negative that we've heard.
Holy
From
cow.
Vinny.
Yeah, I was very, very surprised. He's not afraid of that shrapnel. He ain't afraid of that. He is probably going to have the boldest prediction negatively. I think maybe Carmazin when he comes on later. I don't know where his vibe's at. I have not heard him on Sunday Karma in a while. But that was bold.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was. I did not see that coming.
No, that
Not
was a
gonna
twist.
lie. Plot twist, indeed. Okay, so and then you have Eric Bilstad.
I do. Yes. Would you like to hear that now?
I would love to hear. Well, however many bold predictions he has, I'd like to hear them all.
The boldest of bold, I'll say Micah Parsons will reach 20 sacks this year.
Whoa!
20
Let's go.
sackophones for Micah Parsons.
Wow. So he predicted 10 picks for Xavier McKinney last year. He ended up with 8.
Yep.
So even if he misses on this, you're talking like 18 sacks for Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
Book it.
It's he is leaning on that well, and I told him break it up into 2 this year so that when you're right, you don't have the other one kind of trail into it because he would have won.
Yeah, that's smart.
He would have won the Boldathon, but then his other pick was I think Narveson was going to be the all-rookie kicker, and that completely nulled the other one.
That was wide right.
So you have to just either pick one or pick 2, but separate them so that when Pancake sends it over, you just send the one clip and you're a champion. That's how this works.
Keep it separated.
So we have bold prediction 2 from Eric Bilstad, totally independent, separate from bold prediction 1.
From Barrick Elstad.
Yes.
I don't think Jeff Hafley will be the defensive coordinator after the season.
Norty, same as
not
Norty.
bold enough.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't think
he's
it
going
was
to get a
bold
head
enough.
coaching job.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I think
That doesn't count as
it's
bold.
bold.
enough.
Oh, we've had that now 3 times
Yeah.
today. If you count Rob Demovsky saying that he wrote it down and then crossed it off.
So we're retiring. No one else can say Jeff Hafley won't be the defensive coordinator after
All right,
this
well,
year.
let everybody that we've still got left know that. 'Cause
Public
that might be
service
coming
announcement.
Again.
Yep, that one's
All right,
retired.
Speaking of coming up, we've got the great Steve the Homer True, the GOAT of Wisconsin sports talk coming up next, followed by Molly Brown, and then we'll get into the 11 o'clock hour with a couple more guests. I kind of feel like if we're having celebrities, we should have called David Gruber. I don't know. Maybe he's in court. Maybe he's not available. But all we got to do is make one call. That's all. And I'm sure he'd have a bold prediction.
Call him. Let's get Gruber on here.
414.
That's a great idea.
He listens to the show in his
I know
office.
he does.
I know that.
Yes.
So, David, I will text him.
Plus, I want to
texted
hear
Kenny
if
Clark.
he thinks he's a big tennis guy. I want to hear if he thinks Alcaraz can beat Sinner. That's why because he's a big tennis guy.
All right. I will text him after I tell you about his law firm, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. David and his team have been at this for over 35 years. They're the best in the business. You see other commercials, I get it. You see people trying to steal his shtick. Then don't fall for imitations. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. 414-276-6666. 414-276-6666. Or go to the website, gruber-law.com, to find out more. Steve the Homer True is next on the Bold-A-Thon on Wilde Tausch.
Wilde Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
This is Kevin Moret from Mentality. Every day is a silent competition, and with testosterone dropping 1% annually, you're fighting an uphill battle. Your colleagues notice when you lose your edge, your partner senses when your confidence wavers, and without addressing low T, you're set up to fail. No willpower can overcome this hormonal deficit. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments have shown a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Don't let low T define you. Reclaim your power at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
The power of friendship has spawned a memorable baseball season in Milwaukee. When you choose to work with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the relationship is more than what feels like having a friend. Pella honors trust and commitment on your behalf, before, during, and after the sale. And with this month's incredible deal, Gina Della from Pella is here to share why you shouldn't wait to order new windows and doors.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 9/30/2025.
Rivalry baseball in September? It doesn't get any better. Join the Brewers as they battle the Cardinals Friday, September 12th through Sunday the 14th. While the action heats up, you can gear up for fall baseball with a Brewers crew neck giveaway for the first 25,000 fans on Saturday the 13th. Then bring the whole family for Looney Tunes Day on Sunday the 14th. The home stretch of the season is here, and you don't want to miss it. Get in on the action at brewers.com/tickets.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right, and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Panic strikes as you realize on Wednesday that Thursday is your anniversary. The reservations being secured.
We'll see you at 8.
The gift being purchased. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay up to 2 days early on direct deposits. So even though they call you Last Minute Lisa, we'll make your last minute scrambling a bit easier. You've got this with early pay from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Summertime is the time for all the big events. Weddings, milestone birthdays, even corporate events. Elevate every event with Noble Catering, a premier craft caterer in southeastern Wisconsin, preferred by over 30 venues. Noble Catering is also the exclusive caterer of Villa Terrace, an east side event treasure. And coming in 2026, Noble's new headquarters, a 400-person event venue in the heart of Bayview called Brixton's Turn. Book them for your event at noblecateringco.com.
Catholic Memorial Football hits the gridiron on Friday night.
To Devon Williams Jr., and he's into the end zone.
The Crusaders are on the road to take on Waukesha North.
Deep pass from Dalton Stackey, and it's complete to Dustin Rose.
Crusaders football is brought to you by R&R Insurance, D&M Accounting and Consulting Services, Curative Care, Home Sealed Exteriors, and Tony Wendorf and Associates. Tune into the action Thursday night starting at 6:30 on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Whatever you do, make sure you do it right. Whatever you do, make sure you do it right.
You know what that music means. You hear him every weekday on the Homer Hour. Across ESPN Wisconsin, you hear him as the voice of Marquette men's basketball for 36 years. And you catch him on God Talk, My Faith with Homer and Pip. And we always get to him late on Wednesdays. including on the Bold-A-Thon. It is Steve the Homer. True Homer, good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Would you say that you were a trailblazer, a pioneer in Wisconsin sports talk because you are bold by nature, but yet not, as you like to say, I may be a homer, but I'm not an idiot, but not inauthentically bold. Your boldness comes naturally. Is that fair?
I don't understand what you just said, but I agree.
It's easy enough.
I like everything about him, and I don't know anything about him. Very agreeable. Are you in an agreeable mood today?
It seems like it.
I don't know. I never know how I am until Tausch tells me how I am. So that's
it feels
there he is.
He's back. It feels like you're very agreeable and kind of.
And I'm curious what Tausch is predicting I would say for this.
Ooh, I think you're going to go negative. Okay, I think you're going to say the defense isn't going to be better than what it was last year, which I think at this point would be pretty bold.
Oh, it would be, yes. Though they were good last year.
They were.
Top 10.
Yep.
And again, I just go by points given up. I don't care about anything else.
Turnovers created has to be a part of your equation. It does.
No,
it does.
Only if it creates points. Turnovers have no value unless they create points.
Well, no, you just said it points against, but they do create points. Turnovers almost always create some. Yeah.
Right. That's the best stat to have, yeah.
Okay. All right, what do you got? Let's get it.
Cooper will have more defensive player of the year votes than Parsons.
Ooh.
I like that.
I like that a lot. That's bold and not completely unrealistic.
Are we crowning Cooper too early?
Probably.
Okay.
We have a tendency to do that around here.
Just say we all last year, he finished the season strong, but it was he didn't know how to line up. He didn't do this.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
2-time defensive player of the week, the first Packer rookie ever, and the only person to do it twice in a year before was Clay Matthews.
Okay.
It is inappropriate and unfair to not recognize the historic greatness he created in a very limited amount of playing time, never before equaled in the history of the Green Bay Packers.
What's the deal here? You're bringing stats? You're going to bring out a point and bring stats?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
What the hell is going on around here?
So if he does not turn out to be a great player, he's already in the Packer Hall of Fame.
Wait, Edgerrin Cooper's already in the Packers Hall of Fame?
Oh, yeah, it's a lock. It's a lock. He performed at a level that would almost guarantee it. It's possible to be wrong, but that's definitely not the way to vote.
So you're telling me he played, 10 games last year? If he doesn't play another game, he's in the Packer Hall of Fame. That's what you just said.
No, I'm assuming based on what he did in his first year that getting into the Packer Hall of Fame is easier than walking one block for him, given what he's shown us. It will be a huge, as big as the sun disappointment if he does not make the Packer Hall of Fame.
Just wait a second. You're now saying him walking a block of Oneida Street is easier. It's easier for him to get in the Packer Hall of Fame than to walk out and walk to practice today.
Correct.
That's what you just said.
Given what he has shown. Yes. That speaks to the level that he has shown us.
That's incredibly. That's just dumb.
What did you? Let me repeat again.
No, I know. I heard you. And I tried to. I wanted to hear it twice.
The Green Bay Packers has been Defensive Player of the Week twice as a rookie, and the last one to do it before Cooper was Clay Matthews.
Yep.
So upon that and what he has done, historic nature, you think it's that crazy to say he's in the Packer Hall of Fame?
I think that if he has the career we all think, there's no doubt. But you just said it's going to be easier for him to get in the Packer than to walk Oneida Street.
Right.
That's just dumb.
Given his talent, yes.
Okay.
It's like saying that Djokovic is going to make the Sweet 16 of the next major tournament. That means nothing given the talent that he has shown us.
Djokovic has just made 53 semifinals of majors. Djokovic has had 38 years.
That you will relate.
You're going to try and go with someone that's played a half a season with someone that's been the best in the world for 20 years?
What did he do in that half a season? What no one in the history of the Green Bay Packers has ever done. Just go ahead and say that. Find me another player who does something.
Didn't you just say Clay? Didn't you just say Clay did it?
Yes.
So somebody
Clay
just did
Matthews in
it.
The Packer Hall of Fame.
You said, find me somebody.
Soon?
Clay.
How soon?
Okay.
How soon in Clay Matthews' career did you know he was playing in the?
Once
he was going to be in the Packer Hall
I
of
would
Fame?
say 3 years. 3 years in, you knew he would be.
Break. Oh gosh, did he do nothing his first 2 years?
No, he was really good, but.
I know. So come on.
Well, Homer, it's if you would have said something else, like he had to drive a semi across the country or something like that, I could get on board. But to walk a block on Oneida Street's not that hard.
Jump into a rooftop pool and destroy the building.
That he has shown us, it is not that far.
All right, so you had a great bold take, and then you had a really dumb analogy. That's how I just summed up Homer's appearance. Is that fair?
We were in such a good place.
I know.
Until we weren't.
No need to ask Homer. It's been determined.
I'm asking you and Jason. Like, it's a really good bold take. Like, I think it's good because everybody's Micah. It's Micah mania here. So this is a really good take. And then you say the walking the block.
I mean, Jordan Love is as easy as walking down the street to get into the Packer Hall of Fame. You'd agree with that?
No.
Oh, all right.
I don't.
Okay. What
I would say this. I would say this. Mike McCarthy, where he's at in his career, it is easier than for him to walk down Oneida Street. That I would agree with.
All right. So you need to have seen
Aaron
everything
Rodgers, I would agree with. Devontae Adams, I agree with. David Bakhtiari, I'll agree with.
Okay.
Right. Edgerrin Cooper and Jordan Love. But I'm not going to go Edgerrin Cooper.
Wait a minute. What is today? What is today? What's the name of today?
September 3rd.
No, it's the
Bold-A-Thon.
Yeah,
Indeed.
You just went on the trunks with 5 or 6 great opinions. I didn't think they were allowed on this stage.
I already gave my bold take. Now I'm critiquing bold takes. That's what I'm doing.
You are. Very clearly.
Well, your bold take was great. Your analogy
5
sucked.
things that were not bold takes.
What wasn't?
No, Aaron Rodgers in the Packer Hall of Fame.
No, I said no. You equated it to walking a block of Oneida Street, and I said the only people that it would be easier for are those people. That's not equating. It's not a bold take.
Hold on. Oh, wait. So your response to bold takes can be not bold takes. My bold takes are viewed as bad because they're bold.
No, you made a bad analogy, and I want you to say, you know what, Tausch? My analogy did suck. Walking a block of Oneida Street and having Edgerrin Cooper, it's easier for him to make the Packer Hall of Fame at this point in his career than walking one block of Oneida Street is dumb. Can you just admit that that was dumb?
No.
Okay.
Given what he's shown us, it is not.
All right, I'm done here. No, I'm done.
How soon did you know Giannis was going to be in the Bucks Hall of Fame?
I'm not getting through to him, so I might as well knock my head against the wall.
No, because I think you're wrong.
I know you do, and nobody in America thinks I'm wrong outside of you on this. But that's all right. That's the beauty of you.
Now you not only speak for me, you speak for the rest of the world.
America.
Oh,
yes, I think I don't usually do that, but in this case, I will. Jesse, am I right or am I wrong?
I'm out of it.
I want no part of this. Steven, thank you. I'm sorry that it ended the way it did. Bye. Tausch!
You are such a coward.
Why?
You can't agree with that. Like, that is the dumbest analogy ever. And you guys know it.
I don't know if I can say it's the dumbest analogy ever.
You walk a block of Oneida Street, or it's easier to make the Packer Hall of Fame in year 2 of your career. Like, come on.
Street's been under a lot of construction lately.
You guys are cowards.
You're not a coward when it comes to your bold predictions on Prize Picks, though.
No, I'm not, and I had a good run. I'm going to get after it tomorrow with Dak, 0.5. You know, we make decisions every day, and on Prize Picks, just be right, you get paid. Pretty simple. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it is good to be right, and it is simple to play, pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get it right, cash in the bank. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season. And it is a great time to start with all of your sports opinions. We have bold opinions. We have great opinion. What do you think Saquon's going to do? You still have a chance for today until tomorrow kick on those season-long projections. So they're all there. Sign up today. Use that code WI. Download the app and you get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Jesse and I will have to take a look at that tomorrow because I like winning. I like being right. Mm-hmm. And all we got to do is be right on one. The other one's basically freebie.
Some might say it's as easy as walking down a block of Oneida Street to win.
How you guys cannot agree with me on that is just dumbfounding.
Saying someone is an automatic Packers Hall of Famer in their second season is extreme. Yes, it is extreme.
No, but if you said, but I think him driving a semi across the country, that would be difficult, right? That's the point I'm making. But you guys are just cowards.
It's the Bold-A-Thon.
All right,
that's not the bold. He made the bold prediction.
All right. I don't want to use up Molly Brown's time debating this. Secondly, I am just trying to keep us moving. And this, as you and him often get on this program, you guys get a little sideways.
I asked you to interject. I asked you to interject, and you guys. This could not have been an easier interjection for both of you, and you decided to pass.
Molly
I know who I don't want to go down an alley with. I can tell you that.
Remember when you said he was agreeable to start that segment?
I remember that, yeah.
Hey, guys, I need a little help. I'm down this dark alley. No, I'm good. We'll pass.
I don't think that was a dark alley. It was a weird alley.
Hey, I'm walking down Oneida Street. It's really difficult. Can you guys come help? No, we'll pass.
He's going to get in the Hall of Fame.
Molly Brown's turn is next in the Bold-A-Thon. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance. Micah Parsons has been traded to the green and gold.
When you have a defense like that we already know is really good, and then you add a guy like that, NFC Championship games should be very familiar.
I can't believe it, but it's real, and it is spectacular.
We talked about good team knocking on the door. Bryan Bulaga put his foot through the door, knocked it open, put the entire league on notice with this trade.
Stay up to date with the news right here. 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Okay, gang, we have to talk about the all-new ESPN app. The most live sports, the best championship moments, and so much more. Monday Night Football, college football, NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, college hoops, volleyball, softball, gymnastics, lacrosse, the list goes on and on. Plus, shows like SportsCenter with SVP, First Take with Stephen A., College Game Day, the entire 30 for 30 library. It is all of ESPN, all in one place. Sign up now.
Mark Tauscher here, and these days I am sleeping better than ever. I am so thankful I met with the great team at Advent to help solve my sleeping problems. The Advent team is so great to work with, and their consultations are very informative. The Advent team listened to my struggles, and rather than forcing a surgery, they helped me find the best solution for a better night's sleep. My family and I are so thankful the solutions from Advent worked. To see how they can help you with snoring, sleep apnea, and nasal breathing problems, go to adventknows.com, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
Hey sports fans, looking to level up your next private event? V Private Bar Services is your game changer. Move beyond the ordinary. V Private Bar Services crafts custom cocktails tailored to your brand and your guests' tastes. Imagine a bar experience that's as unique as your business. Our expert mixologists will create a memorable experience that your clients and team will rave about. From signature cocktails to full-service bars, we've got you covered. Be the MVP of your next event. Visit vprivatebar.com to book today.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
The buzz continues for the Packers' newest addition, three-time All-Pro edge rusher Micah Parsons, who was traded to Green Bay last week by the Dallas Cowboys, but some lingering back issues may keep Parsons limited, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter. Parsons may take an epidural shot in his back ahead of Sunday's opener against the Detroit Lions. Here's Schefter with more on ESPN Radio's Unsportsmanlike.
I can't imagine he is going to get traded to Green Bay. They're going to be playing the Detroit Lions. He will have just signed this $100 million contract, and he's not going to play. That's hard for me to imagine.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Do you want a bank without the fuss? For easy banking, rely on us. In person, online, or with the Tri-City app. Your banking can be done just like that. Tri-City National Bank. Member FDIC.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde. Our family loves when Kringle from Racine Danish Kringles arrives at our home. And now football season has arrived. So try the green and gold Kringle. Traditional pecan Kringle and cheesecake Kringle topped with green and gold sprinkles. A crowd pleaser at any game day party. Order today at Kringle.com or 1-800-4DANISH. Easy to remember. Kringle.com or 1-800-4DANISH. Racine Danish Kringles. Not just a treat, it's a tradition. And the official pastry of ESPN Wisconsin.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Our Boldathon rolls on. We're going to push the timing envelope a little bit as well because I want Molly to get her deserved time.
She's nervous.
Just slightly.
Are we making people uncomfortable?
First of all, let me just say this. I don't appreciate being called a coward.
Okay.
But I
wasn't
do
very
think
nice.
I
don't blame you guys for not liking
Hold
it.
on. Hold on. Let me finish. But I do think that what was maybe lost in translation there is that you are a Packers Hall of Famer. And to say, like, Homer is very confident that Edgerrin Cooper is such a great player that he's going to end up in the Packers Hall of Fame.
Yep.
But I think to use that analogy might have, and I'm not here to speak for you, been a little bit offensive to someone who worked his tail off to get into the Packers Hall of Fame. Not that was your career goal, but it is what happened.
You shut your mic off, Tausch. Hold on.
Oh, I think that's fair. Oh, Jesse shut my mic off. That's probably smart. So I think that's. I understand where
Molly,
you're coming from on that, but I'm going to tell you that's not it. I just specified if he had said driven a semi across the country with no semi-truck driving experience,
right.
I
we
would
know
then
how
say,
bad you are at driving stick. Yeah, that would have been hard for you.
No, I'm actually a good...
Three on the tree.
Yeah, the three on a tree I struggle, but normal stick I'm fine. So that was the point. The point was he made the analogy crazy stuff. And the fact that you two couldn't stick up for me in that case...
it was a hill worth dying on.
It's not a die on hill, though. Okay, so I stick with cowardice. I understand you're upset about it, but tough luck.
Hello, Molly.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm
Molly,
used to fighting in this Everlight Solar Studios, but it's not you guys fighting.
Molly, is that crazy? Is that a crazy bad analogy by Homer?
No.
I heard it briefly.
Walking the street.
Yep.
Oneida, one block is the same ease as winning the pack and getting into the Packers Hall of Fame. You think that is not a terrible analogy?
No, it's a terrible analogy.
Thank you. It's not that hard, guys.
Now, way to not be a coward, Molly.
It shouldn't have been that hard.
Go get a Big Mac. All right, so...
I don't get that reference.
He's never had a Big Mac.
Who has?
I've never had a Big Mac.
That doesn't
and Molly
surprise
thinks
me.
that I have the
he saw
palate
that
of
trailer.
a toddler.
He saw that trailer with a bunch of cows in the back of it, and it freaked him out. He became like a fake vegan for a week.
Is that true?
That is true. Yes.
I'm also in the club that's never had a Big Mac.
What?
What is wrong
Now
with everybody
you
here?
have not had a trailer experience.
This is amazing.
No trailers for
You
me.
haven't had a Big Mac.
Never.
Matt Hamilton hasn't had a Big Mac either. I found this out yesterday.
Probably why these guys are all so healthy. Health nuts.
Yeah, you know me.
Just me eating donuts before this show.
Yeah,
at least I went to the gym this morning. Thank God.
Molly, we could talk about Big Macs all day, but that's not why you're here. Representing the wildly popular Jim, Matt, and Molly program, which sometimes has all three of them on it on occasion.
When?
Literally.
When does that happen? And in the same place.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
That must have been food involved.
Well, Ryan Wollersheim was on
there
it.
was.
Okay, there's
Chris,
food
yep.
involved.
Yep.
All right. That makes sense.
Yep.
Molly, Is this your debut? Were you on last year?
Oh, come on. I was the boldest of the bold.
She went uber bold when we were at a golf outing. Molly was uber bold, and I loved it. She's 16-0, right?
No, I think it was 17. And then they ended up getting. That was the year that they got destroyed by the Saints.
That was the Saints in Jacksonville. Got them game 1. And they only lost 2 more the rest of the way.
Yes.
So they were close.
Yeah, they had a good year.
It was pretty good. I'm pretty sure that's why you guys didn't ask me back last year, is because it ended up being pretty good.
Okay, see,
Jesse,
I didn't think you were on last year.
I wasn't on last year.
Jill, why didn't you invite Molly on last year?
Way to go, Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse.
We mix it up. Everyone needs to take turns and play fair.
I'm pretty sure there's multiple people that have been on for every single year.
There's been a bunch that have been on there, but I digress. All right, Molly, you were nervous. You have a couple of different options. We will judge you, and you know that, so let's hear it.
Do you want me to give both, or?
I'll let you decide.
Okay.
Hey, it's as easy as walking down the street.
Okay, so I do get a little bit nervous with jinxing, though, so that's my only issue with the Bold-A-Thon.
Well, you can't do anything more than what Demovsky did. He's basically jinxed old boy to miss 15 kicks this year.
But if he's right, that's a great prediction. So my first one here, guys. The Green Bay Packers will only lose to an NFC North opponent one time, and it will be on Thanksgiving against the Detroit Lions.
Okay. And normally I would say, but the fact it was a 1-5 operation last year, and the fact that the division is supposed to be really strong, I don't think it's going to be as strong as everybody does. I'll give you. I think that's bold. Jason, do you?
I do. Okay. It would have been bolder if she would have said the only loss was going to be the Bears.
Yeah, no,
or
I can't.
6-0.
I can't with my co-host Jim Rutledge. I can't put that out into the ether.
That's fair.
No, not happening.
Fair. Okay.
All right.
My other one, if I'm able to give my second
So
one.
this is for next year when you're not invited back.
I just got to get it in. I got to get it in. Matthew Golden will break the Packers rookie receiver record, which was done before by Billy Houghton in 1952 when he had 1,231 yards.
I love that pick. That was where I was going to go until Hard Rock Casino Rockford and Jordan Love. So I think that has a great shot of happening, and I love that one even more than the 1-5.
Okay. I'm good with it then. Jason, your thoughts?
Molly, great work.
Beautiful.
Hey, guys. Matt Hamilton is on the phone to share his bold prediction as well.
What a producer.
You three knuckleheads will have a Big Mac after the Packers win a Super Bowl. Is that your guys' prediction?
Hello, gold medalist.
Hello, Jason Wilde.
What do you have for your bold prediction? And are you intending to one-up your wonderful co-host by calling in? Were you invited, or did you just dial up the digits?
I was invited. I actually forgot about it, so it was very nice that Jesse called me.
Well, that's on brand. Yeah, nice.
I texted you too.
I'm doing chores right now, but I could use a break. So
What kind of chores are you doing?
What are you, dusting?
I got to take sticks to the drop off here in McFarland. I got a yard full of sticks.
Stick duty.
A yard full of sticks.
Oh my God!
It is stick season.
Can't you just burn them?
It's a thing that people have to do.
Can we put them in the fire pit and just burn them?
If I had a fire pit, that's my flaw. I don't have a fire pit.
That's fair.
All right. Well, let's get your prediction. For the Bold-A-Thon continues now with from the Stick Recycling Center in McFarland. It is the great Matt Hamilton. Matt Hamilton, your bold prediction for the 2025 Green Bay Packers is?
Well, I'm with Molly. I'm a strong believer in Matthew Golden. Instead of predicting the way Molly did as the Packers' leading rookie yards receiver or whatever, I'm going to say Matthew Golden gets Offensive Rookie of the Year, and I think Micah Parsons is going to lead the league in sacks.
So it's
the double up.
You know the dangers of the double up.
Yeah, you risk it, especially when you put them back to back like that.
Well, fortune favors the bold.
That's bold. What do you think Rutledge would say? He'd be negative.
Something about the Bears.
Yep.
Right. Matt, good luck with your sticks.
Thank you very much.
I thought he was shipping his golf clubs to abandoned dunes or something. Yeah. Or Helsinki. I heard it's lovely this time of year.
Molly, we look forward to Jim, Matt, and Molly. Are you all on the show today?
We are. However, Jim Rutledge is up in Green Bay in your neck of the woods today.
Oh, Oh,
is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know.
Yeah.
Good for him. He's not at my house, I can tell you that.
That'd be entertaining.
And Wooly is back to work as well, or
He is.
still not? Okay, look, all four of you are together, and you all had some tasty Quick Trip donuts. Oh, no, wait. You all had a Coors Light while you were waiting for the Boldathon.
Yep. Just crushing Coors Lights here in the studio.
You know what? It's great that we did this.
That's great that we did this. I don't know what is going on. You keep shutting my mic off.
I don't do any of that. That's all you.
Coors Light! Whether you're tailgating pregame, enjoying your experience, or picking up sticks, it's great to have a Coors Light when you're done. Coors Light brewed with that 3-step cold process, cold lager, cold filtered, and it's cold packaged, so it is made to chill. Coors Light, celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
All right, we got to keep it rolling. The 11 o'clock hour of the Wilde Tausch 2025 Boldathon starts in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
As we're returning to football season, I'm reminded that joint pain is something that can keep you out of the game. Maybe it's an old injury, maybe it's arthritis, or maybe it's just chronic joint pain. QC Kinetics has a solution for you to get rid of that joint pain for the long term and get you active again. Don't let it happen any longer, though, because QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. Whether you're like a player on the field or just trying to be your best at life, QC Kinetics is giving people their life back, helping them restore that damaged tissue in their joints. QC Kinetics operates at the cutting edge of cellular therapy to give you long-term, lasting relief with no surgery, no drugs, and no long recovery. It's a smarter, more natural way to get your freedom back. Your pain-free life is waiting for you on the other end of your free consultation that you can schedule by giving them a call today. 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Hey, it's ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here, and The Pickler is coming to Menominee Falls with 9 indoor courts and unlimited pickleball play. Leagues, clinics, tournaments, all included. The first tier of founder memberships is sold out, but you can still grab a great deal. $99 a month or $1,049 for a year. Only through the grand opening on August 23rd, with free open play, raffle prizes, and welcome gifts for the first 50 people. Go to pickler.com, hit the Menominee Falls page, and we'll see you on the court.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle Bruston Nortman every day from 2 to 5. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
The Bold-A-Thon rolls on, and we go south of the border in the 11 o'clock hour. No, not to Mexico, to Illinois. And joining us now, I know that there are more than a few Bears fans that listen to this program, including my buddy Andy, who proudly wears his signed Tom Waddle jersey. Except when he's like eating hot dogs and stuff, you don't want to get some stains on that great jersey of his. It is the great Tom Waddle of Waddle and Sylvie on our sister station, ESPN Chicago, ESPN 1000. Tommy! How you doing, buddy?
What's up, guys? How are you?
Awesome.
We're great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm also willing to tell you I've had more than 1 or 2 Big Macs in my life. Who is that?
Apparently, the majority of ESPN Madison has not had a Big Mac.
Why do you think that is? Because there's a certain age group, we had a lot of Big Macs, and they're delicious. But why do you think so many of our team has not, Jesse?
There's a lot of stuff on it. I my preferences. We talked about when the Brewers won their 12th in a row. I like plain cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
It's the way that I like to go. So there's a lot of stuff that comes on a Big Mac, and instead of customizing it, they have other options, and I'd just rather get something else.
Yeah, it's a fickle group.
I am of the same mind.
Hey,
I don't,
Tommy.
Okay.
I jumped in with you last week after the Micah Parsons news broke, and I was around Bears fans at my kids' football game. We have two guys that are big-time Bears fans, and they're distraught. They are feeling like this was the missing piece, and how does Green Bay get so lucky? Has that been the reaction for a lot of your audience that you've had?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are wondering why we weren't in the Micah Parsons sweepstakes. And look, I think when you were on, I said to you, Tausch, that if I was a Packer fan, I'd be thrilled at the way that Goody's running my team.
Yep.
When you get an opportunity to add someone of his caliber, who's 25 years old, I don't think that there's a price that is really too steep, and I don't think you guys overpaid for him. So it was a trade that I hope that Ryan Poles investigated, at least made a call. Honestly, I don't know if that was something that was on their plate or on their mind, but I applaud the Green Bay Packers for doing something that I think all their fans should be thrilled about. That was my first response was my goodness, I know with the lack of pass rush that we've had over the course of the last 3 or 4 years, he really would have fit in nicely. So I looked at it as a missed opportunity for us. But there were others who immediately, went the woe is me route. And now the Packers have got all nice things. Why can't we have nice things?
Tommy, when you think back to 2018 and they make the trade for Khalil Mack, and you look at how that played out, I mean, he was a good Bears player, but I'm not sure that he tilted the field the way you would have loved for him to have done so. How do you view that, the Khalil Mack era in Bears history?
I think it was a good trade. I think it was at the right time. The problem was, guys, is you didn't have the right quarterback. That trade's a good trade. I don't think they gave up too much for Khalil Mack. In fact, I think he was Defensive Player of the Year or finalist for the award. I think the Bears that season were either number one in scoring defense or number two. And I think the following year they were top 5 again. So I think the impact was felt and it was prominent. The problem is that when you gave up the draft currency and you paid Khalil Mack, you didn't have an out. There was no off ramp if in fact the quarterback didn't work. And Mitch was our quarterback at the time. So at that point, I thought it was a really good trade. But when the trade was made, I said, this QB situation has to work or we're in trouble. There's no currency to kind of punt and go in the different direction. That's the only reason why I think that trade didn't, quote unquote, work out. And look, they were a double doink away. And many people thought if they'd gotten past the Eagles, this was a team that was going to get to the NFC title game and could have gotten to the Super Bowl. So I still resist the thought that it wasn't a good trade because they didn't get to the top of the mountain. I also resist the thought, guys, and a lot of people down here say it, with all due respect to those who feel that way, well, the Bears aren't a player away from the Super Bowl. Well, nobody thought the Commanders were going to the NFC title game last year. Nobody thought the Vikings were going to win 14 games. Your job is, as a front office guy, as a general manager, is to improve your team on a consistent basis. And adding a 25-year-old who is number one in the league in quarterback, pressure rate is, I would say, upgrading your team. So I don't think that the Bears should have shied away from this deal if, in fact, they did.
Tommy, do you think this moved the needle? Because I think heading into before that, it was, obviously Minnesota was really good last year, but I think most of us think they're going to take a step back. Do you think this puts Green Bay in the catbird seat of winning the North? And then where do you see the Bears kind of fit into this whole, if you're looking at the NFC North?
I do. There's a lot of change, obviously, in this division. You start with Detroit, the division champ, the reigning champs. I don't know how they're going to respond to a new offensive coordinator or a new defensive coordinator. I obviously like their roster. They've lost a couple of pieces to their offensive line. I think that there are some questions attached to that team. You look at Minnesota. I love what they did on the interior of the defensive line, adding Hargrove. They also added Question is who is J.J. McCarthy? In his final season with Michigan, there are people that say, well, he was just an innocent bystander in the sidecar. Well, he had a 5-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio and completed 72% of his passes. So I thought he played pretty well with regard to what they asked him to do. And now Kevin O'Connell will be the one coaching him up. So, that's a huge question. I don't think that the Vikings are going to take this huge precipitous fall. I just think their roster's good top to bottom. Your guys, I think your team, Tausch, is as talented as any team in the division, if not in the conference. My question is who is Jordan Love? Is he the guy you saw in his first year as a starter? Or is he the guy that probably, you guys would know better than I, took a bit of a step back, maybe because of injury last year and at times played a little reckless with the football? If he can establish himself as the guy I saw the first time he was out there, then I think your team's as good as any team in the league. Our team, look, there are a ton of questions attached. Can they get enough pass rush on the defensive side? Will Caleb Williams take that next step under the coaching of Ben Johnson? I love Ben Johnson. I love the staff he's put together. He's a no-nonsense guy. His offense works. They were a top 5 offense in Detroit the 3 years he was their OC. I'm not one of these people that is overly patient thinking, guys, that this is going to take a long time. It may. They'll be a better team in week 6 than week 1. But why does it have to look like crap in week 1? It doesn't. I mean, you've invested $70 million on the O-line here. You drafted the quarterback first overall last year. You added a tight end. You added Luther Burden. My expectation is they come out and they don't look awful. It may not be, prime Ben Johnson, but my expectation is that this team's done enough to win more than they lose this year.
They making the playoffs, in your opinion?
No, I don't think they're a playoff team.
Okay.
But I will be, Tausch, really disappointed if this team doesn't win 9 games. I mean, come on. This isn't a rebuild anymore, okay? They tore this thing down 3-4 years ago. You've invested all of these resources. You've had high draft picks. You've signed the coach that I love and was my top choice. Now my expectation is it all manifests itself in more wins and losses.
All right, Waddle, we want your bold prediction. I do want to ask one last thing, though. So, I feel like most of my Bear fan friends, when Tausch asks, are they making the playoffs, their instant answer is yes. Are you just so scarred from, I think your rookie year was 1989,
yes,
and you have been associated with this team for 35 plus years.
I can see Tausch starting to snicker.
No, I'm impressed. I am very impressed.
Because I feel like there's a lot of reasons to be, from the outside looking in, really excited down there. And maybe you finally got the right coach, you finally got the right quarterback, and your GM has done, he's rebuilt the offensive line so that your huge investment is kept safer than he had previously. And yet I'm not saying you're a Debbie Downer, but you seem to be a realist.
He's a realist. Yeah, he's being real.
So I just, before we get to your prediction for the Packers.
They won 5 games last year. They won 5 games.
There was, Matt Eberflus seems like a very nice man. It felt like there was a level of malpractice in the coaching realm.
Yes, and that's a big reason why I have them now winning 9 games.
4 more wins. That's a big jump.
True. Yeah, it is.
Look, I'm the only guy at the station that's willing. Well, there are others. I think Black and Abdallah agree with me, but like Carmen and Yerk and Sylvie, they're all, and I don't blame them, wait and see mode. They're all taking the under. The number's 8.5. I took the over because my expectation, for the reasons you mentioned, Jason, my expectation is you should, and if you don't, I'm going to be pissed off that you don't win 9 games. But that doesn't mean they're going to the playoffs. They've got a really difficult schedule.
Yeah.
It's a difficult division, as you guys know that. This would be a step forward. I wouldn't rule it out, but I'm not ready to go there just yet. I don't think listen, I've come to terms with the dominance that the Packers have had over the terms. I've come to terms with it. I wouldn't say I'm scarred. I wouldn't say that I'm snake bit. I would just say, as Tausch just enunciated, I'm a realist.
Yeah.
I've gone
That's why he lives a happy life. He understands and he kind of gets it. So we appreciate it.
Guys, this is where my bar is. My workout, I stretch for 20 minutes. I do a couple of squats with no weights. I do about 4 or 5 sets of sit-ups. I take a 2-mile walk, and that's a good day for me. That's where my bar is.
I love that. We love that.
So, are you still giving us a bold prediction about the Packers while you wear your Bears hat? Is that what's occurring here?
Yeah. I'm in enemy territory. Here's my bold prediction. You're going to go 0-7. No. I am not, as I said, I am not a hater. I'm sure you guys are waiting for me to say something that's malicious or is hurtful.
No.
That's not how I roll. Here's my bold prediction. Not only will the Packers win the division, they will start the season 8-0. How about that?
Wow.
You got the Lions and then the Commanders both at home. You go on the road against a crappy Browns team. You get a Cowboys team at their building that is dejected. You get the Bengals in your building.
Yep.
You go to Arizona and the Cardinals do what the Cardinals always do. The one, hiccup could be the Steelers at the Steelers. Then you get the Panthers at home. I see the first loss on your schedule for you guys is at home against Philly in Week 9.
Ooh, that is bold.
And then they play later on.
Crash and burn the rest of the season for you guys.
Okay. End of the season, tough schedule. Waddle, before you go.
2 Bears games.
Before you go, Cubbies are starting to narrow the gap. You guys believe that they can catch the Brewers before the end of September?
First of all, Tausch, I'm a Reds fan, so these are conversations I don't like to have.
Okay.
But I will. I actually made a play with the rest of our show that at plus 900 that the Cubs would win the division. And it felt good, especially after they won 3 out of 5 against your guys. And now I'm wavering on my play, but I'm going to stick with it.
Okay.
So
you're on Waveland.
You're not going to win. You're not going to win anything in the postseason, though. So you do know that, right?
It's a new year. It's a new era.
Yeah.
The new year.
The Brewers.
Yep. It's a new year.
Win it for Uke.
All for Uke. Absolutely.
Go Reds. All right. You're the best. Waddle, tell Sylvie we said hi. He did not get invited back. We chose you instead. Jesse's just got way too much power. I don't know what's going on.
Yes, he does.
Thanks, buddy. We appreciate you.
You got it, guys. Be good.
That is Tom Waddle of Waddle and Sylvie. Sylvie's probably sitting on the swing somewhere in his backyard, processing
too dejected to come on. Yeah.
The lot in life that he has. Tausch, before we get to the damn sports show, which we're only getting half of the damn sports show.
Sick day for one of
Missed
them.
opportunity for Corey Sparks. So sick he can't even come on the Boldathon.
It's tough.
So Wally Lucashinsky scheduled to appear next after Tausch tells us about Quick Trip.
And Packer fans, your next Quick Trip run could score you the ultimate win in the Packers fan zone. Cruise into tailgate season into a brand new Chevy Silverado RST or hit the trails on a new Polaris Sportsman 570. And how about grilling like an MVP with a Pit Boss Ultimate Liftoff Griddle? For every $1 you spend at Quick Trip with Quick Rewards, you're going to earn points to use in the Packers fan zone. No purchase is necessary. You can get full details at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes. And you know what? Let's make your life easy. Order ahead on the Quick Rewards app. You can get fried chicken, pizza. You can get those take-home meals. Pay ahead and grab it in-store or curbside. It's simple, fast, and ready when you are. And don't miss this week's hot deals. Nature's Touch ice cream, 1.5 quarts, $2.99. Quickery white bread, 1 pound loaf, 99 cents. Quickery breakfast sausage links, $2.49 a package. You got tailgates, everything at Quick Trip, and we will see you next time.
The Bold-A-Thon rolls on, so stick around. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance. Get your golf fix every Tuesday night at 6 with On the Tee.
Spieth is probably going to, embarrass me at some point. What the hell do you know? Shut up and carry the bag.
Join Gabe Neitzel and Stephen Watson as they dissect all things pro golf and tell the tales of their own golfing journeys in Wisconsin.
I think it's golf in its purest form, and I think it should bookend the golf season.
Go on the tee with Gabe and Stephen, sponsored by Majestic Oaks at Lake Lawn Resort and Gruber Law Offices. Tuesday nights at 6 on 94.5 ESPN and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
The power of friendship has spawned a memorable baseball season in Milwaukee. When you choose to work with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the relationship is more than what feels like having a friend. Pella honors trust and commitment on your behalf, before, during, and after the sale. And with this month's incredible deal, Gina Della from Pella is here to share why you shouldn't wait to order new windows and doors.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 9/30/2025.
Baseball is back. Bryan Bulaga here to bring you a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Surfside Iced Tea and Vodka and Surfside Lemonade and Vodka. A delicious and perfect pairing for a day at the ballpark. Stocked at American Family Field all season long. Surfside is only 100 calories per serving, and the best part, 0 bubbles. Ask for it at your local bar or liquor store. Surfside, an official partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Must be 21 years of age. Please drink responsibly.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
Mark Tauscher here, and these days I am sleeping better than ever. I am so thankful I met with the great team at Advent to help solve my sleeping problems. The Advent team is so great to work with, and their consultations are very informative. The Advent team listened to my struggles, and rather than forcing a surgery, they helped me find the best solution for a better night's sleep. My family and I are so thankful the solutions from Advent worked. To see how they can help you with snoring, sleep apnea, and nasal breathing problems, go to adventknows.com, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
For the first time, you can stream all of ESPN all in one place. And guys, it's changed the game for me personally. All the best live sports, the most championship moments, studio shows, documentaries, and originals, too many to even name them all. Plus, all these great new features, like watching 4 games at once in multi-view, your fantasy team updates live in-game, Sports Center customized just for you. They thought of everything to make this the ultimate destination for fans. You gotta check it out. Sign up for the all-new ESPN app, like right now.
Hi, I'm Brittany Miller from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more. Custom T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, you name it, we can do it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is family owned and all about celebrating life's big moments. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, a celebration for your child's first goal, or that work fundraising event. We are everyone's printer. No minimum orders, affordable designs, and help straight from me and our team. We're the one-stop shop for all your custom needs. Start your project today at bigfrog.com/Mequon.
Looking to heat up a career in HVAC? Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling in Milwaukee is now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Family owned and operated, Dick & Trough offers competitive wages, a 401k match, health insurance benefits, and a winning, positive team culture that sets them apart. This is more than a job. It's a chance to grow with a company that truly values its people. Apply now to become their newest team member at dickandtrough.com. Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling. Come see the difference. Apply at dickandtrough.com.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
These two guys are usually a package deal, but not today. Corey Sparks a little bit under the weather. Must be that mustache. So instead, representing the Damn Sports Show every weekday at 4 o'clock on ESPN Beaver Dam, it is the legendary Wally Lucashinsky. I'm Wilde Tausch. Walter, good day, sir. How are you?
Oh, it's great to be on here. And it's a little weird. I don't have Sparky next to me right now, but I made sure I got his adaptive bold take for you since he just had one stolen.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. What was it? Which one was it?
He has it in here. He's all proud. He's got it typed out about how they're going to get to 8-0. They're going to lose to Philadelphia in Week 9. And he's now texting me scrambling.
Wow, that is rattled. That's
a tough day.
Yeah, That's tough. He's sick and he's got to scramble.
And that's the best part. I'm pretty sure he's still trying to get back for the damn sports show somehow later today. I don't know if he's just throwing the honey and all the tea right now or what he's doing, but he's trying
it's a voice
to get
thing.
back.
He's a competitor. I like that. He's out there competing, trying to get on air. I've lived that.
He looks up to Tausch.
He'll learn someday.
Fantastic.
I feel fantastic.
It's about the same thing.
The weather there, Jason?
Well, Wally, it's your moment in the spotlight. You can give Corey's for him, but let's get yours first because, hey, half of success is showing up, and you, unlike him, showed up. So what do you got?
You're too nice, Jason. I'll tell you what's going to happen, though. Matthew Golden is not only going to be second, I'm saying second in receiving yards in the NFC North, he will be a top 10 wide receiver in the entire NFL this year, and he will eclipse 1,200 yards.
Second in the NFC North behind Romeo Doubs, I assume.
Naturally. Romeo Doubs, clear number one, been a quarter or wide receiver one for a while now. Natural fit.
So you're saying behind Tausch's guy, Jay Jettis, as he likes to call him?
He's dinged up. He's going to be limited. He's dinged. Yeah.
Playing him 14 games a year, though, you're still likely talking 1,400 yards.
Yeah, he's a good player, no doubt about it, but he's dinged. He is dinged.
Yes. I'm on Ross St. Brown's out there. Notice how I left the name out, so it could be either way that
That's
I
smart.
guess that number
Savvy.
two.
That's a savvy
move
old veteran
for a
move.
young
Yes, sir. Yep.
By the way, I love that Beaver Dam hat. That is nice. That is sharp.
Oh, thank you. I know Coach Wilde came in and dropped it off on the show a couple weeks ago. Got to represent the Golden Beavers.
Coach who?
Coach Wilkie. There's a lot of Wilkies that run around here.
I was going to say.
Jason thought he said Wilde.
I didn't know I had another gig.
He loves him some Wilde. There's no doubt about that.
All right, so that is your bold prediction, Walter. What did Corey scramble together for you in the text message as he is trying to get his voice back for the wildly popular Damn Sports Show?
It's worth mentioning he put this together in the last 5 minutes, so I don't know how much his heart's into it. But
a good teammate making excuses for him already.
You got to. That's what you do for your buddies here. And I tell you what.
That's not what these guys do. They leave me buried in the back alley, but I'm glad you guys do that.
Hey, this is the... I got you. I got you down the road here. I promise you that much.
Appreciate it.
So he has Jordan Love is going to throw for a career-high 35 touchdowns with Matthew Golden and Tucker Kraft having 10-plus touchdowns each.
Wow.
So that would 20 be more Prize Picks. That'd be more on Prize Picks is what.
20 of the 35 going to two players. Jesse's keeping track of all these.
Yeah.
We will revisit them in January and see, or maybe February if some of them have Super Bowl aspirations. But we will see how accurate those are. All right, well, I hope your sidekick gets healthy. Otherwise, I will talk to you and like Charlie Dern or somebody at 4 o'clock on the Damn Sports Show, buddy. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. Looking forward to talking to you later today, Jason.
How did you not ask him about the bowling or the darts, Tausch?
Because I know we're up against the clock.
That's his thing. You've wanted to talk to him about that forever.
I understand, and
We have time down the road.
Yeah, we have other time. Carmi's supposed to be coming on at 11:30. I don't think you want him. And plus, I want to get into great detail because Jesse has been talking about doing something. You're a doer. He's a talker.
True. That's
why
100% true,
Jesse. So I wanted to spare your
sorry
feelings.
I brought it up.
Yeah, exactly.
You should be. Wally?
Well, you guys are the best.
Thanks, buddy.
All right. Talk to you later.
Wally is a mover and a shaker now. He says he's going to go do something. He's throwing bowling balls. What else is he throwing? Darts. eating burgers. He's doing all kinds, eating hot dogs. He's doing stuff in the community down there.
Two legends talking at once. Walter Lucashinsky and Matt LaFleur is at the podium at Lambeau Field before practice as well. We'll see what he has to say. We are scheduled to be joined by another legend, our founder and CEO, the great Craig Carmazin, due to join us after Tausch tells us about Tito's vodka.
Well, you know me, I love three things: football, firing up the grill, and a solid cocktail in hand. And when it's time to kick back, whether you're tailgating, watching a game from the couch, or grilling with buddies, Tito's handmade vodka is my go-to. Made in Austin, Texas. You know what? It's distilled for a clean, smooth finish, and Bloody Marys, transfusions, Gatorade, whatever it is. Make sure it's Tito's in your glass. And you know what's great? Partnered with nonprofits, and Tito's does a lot of good in communities across the country, especially our four-legged friends. So next time you're raising a glass, make sure it's with Tito's handmade vodka. Matter of fact, you're going to find this hard to believe. We were at a golf course. They did not have Tito's. You guys know I love transfusions on the golf course. Mm-hmm. No thank you. Not having it. They didn't have it. They need to get it savored. Just make sure it's crafted to be savored responsibly.
Craig Carmazin scheduled to appear to cap off the Bold-A-Thon next. It's Wilde Tausch.
This
Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Panic strikes as you realize on Wednesday that Thursday is your anniversary. The reservations being secured.
We'll see you at 8.
The gift being purchased. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay up to 2 days early on direct deposits. So even though they call you Last Minute Lisa, we'll make your last minute scrambling a bit easier. You've got this with early pay from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Get ready to say goodbye to those bland seltzers at the ballpark. Carbless is proudly Wisconsin-born, crafted by real people. A husband and wife team who wanted better cocktails in a can. They're locally made and blissfully better. Carbless offers a bold, true cocktail flavor that's made for baseball fans. Available in fan-favorite flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and mango, bringing the craft cocktail bar to your seat. Refreshment that matches the energy of American Family Field is Carbless. Full of flavor, no sugar, and no carbs. Just game day bliss.
Awarded Best of Weddings 2023 by The Knot, The Bog is much more than world-class golf. Our clubhouse ballroom offers floor-to-ceiling windows and a breathtaking full-wall fireplace. Our barn venue was inspired by the on-site barn at Hole 6, built in the 1800s. 2 outdoor ceremony sites and a variety of personalized options. Our venues are perfect for family get-togethers, weddings, showers, graduation parties, or any event you are hosting. Call The Bog at 262-292-0740 or visit thebarnofthebog.com.
Wasn't doing anything different, wasn't trying to train for a marathon or compete in American Ninja Warrior. Was just playing racquetball with my buddies, and then that's how the injury happened.
That led to Achilles surgery and years of chronic pain for Will Burt, a patient at QC Kinetics.
There's always been tenderness and inflammation, and I had the surgery to repair the tendon, but it didn't repair my quality of life.
Desperate for relief, Will tried the natural biologic treatments at QC Kinetics, and finally, the pain was gone.
The good news is it's a solution without having to go under the knife. A solution that my body can kind of regenerate and take care of itself versus surgery, pain pills, rehab, and all that goes along with that.
Patients like Will are raving over the results. Call QC Kinetics today for your free consultation. Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
The Bud Pavilion's free concert series, Wednesday Night Live, returns to State Fair Park this week with the Glam Band. Gates open Wednesday night at 6. Live music starts at 7. Tell your friends and be there this Wednesday at the Bud Pavilion at State Fair Park.
Are you sick and tired of sad, skimpy, frozen pizzas that lack toppings and flavor? Problem solved. Screamin' Sicilian brings the party to pizza with mountains of whole milk mozzarella, premium meats, and veggies stacked to the sky. No tweaks necessary. Just tons of toppings and amazing flavor. Just bake it, bite it, and let it rip. Mamma mia! Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian. Toppings piled high, screaming loud, always delicious.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel neglected or unloved? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
Coming straight out of Milwaukee, it's time to turn the TV off and turn your speakers up so you can hear what the future leaders of the world have to say. Truth Nation, I'm proud to present The 8 Block, a fresh new youth-led radio show powered by City on the Hill and 101.7 The Truth. Hosted by me, your boy, Ben Jammin. Every other week, 8 Milwaukee teams will share stories and laughs that will speak truth to what matters most in their lives. Don't miss the premiere on June 21st at 10 a.m. That's June 21st at 10 a.m. Truth Nation. Welcome to The 8 Block.
This is Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Jesse is efforting on Craig Carmazin, our founder, CEO. He's got to talk about somebody who's bold, very bold. But we're having trouble getting connected with him. So I'm going to take this opportunity to remind you to tune in to Behind the Bucks, the podcast that is on the Bucks Plus Audio Network, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Behind the Bucks brings you exclusive access and untold stories about the greatest stars and moments in Bucks history. Go behind the scenes of Giannis's Emmy-nominated documentary, hear about the true origins of Bucks in 6 culture, and more. Find Behind the Bucks on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get your podcasts. Behind the Bucks, presented by Gallagher. Joining us now. They don't get any bolder than him.
He's a bold cat.
You hear him on Sunday Karma every Sunday across ESPN Wisconsin. It is Craig Carmazin on our Bold-A-Thon. Craig, good morning. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you all doing?
We are wonderful as well. I did want to say this. I haven't gotten to talk to you briefly during Sunday Karma. But, man, how cool is it that we've got Rich Eisen back in the fold and that he follows our... I just think that's one of the coolest things we've done. And we've done a lot of cool things.
I agree. I'm actually in Los Angeles, and I'm about to go to his studio right now when I'm done with the call. So it's awesome, and getting to know him is incredible. And I wasn't doing that to, like, humble brag. I was doing that to give context to what his week is. Yesterday, he did his first show with us, and then he was on the NFL Network for 2 hours. Today, he does his show, and then he has an 11-hour flight to São Paulo, where he will do his shows on Thursday and Friday, but he will also be the voice of the first ever NFL game on YouTube. And then, by the way, he'll fly back and do his normal, be on the air at 6 a.m. Pacific time to do his normal Sunday morning NFL Network responsibilities. So the guy's incredible, and he's just incredibly hardworking.
It's a good schedule. Sounds like Jesse's schedule. Sounds just like
Jesse's taking Friday off. All right, Craig, I know you got a lot going on out there in L.A. then, so lay it on us. The Bold-A-Thon wraps up with you as you deliver your bold prediction for the 2025 Green Bay Packers.
And I believe I got third place last year.
Yes. You did, yeah. You had a good run. You had a good pick. I don't remember what it was, but it was good.
Yep.
Tausch is the one who does the rankings.
I did. By the way, I do think I predicted that they wouldn't miss a field goal, for the first 8 weeks or something. That
didn't
really
work.
bad.
No, that was wrong. Yeah,
not great.
But it was bold.
Okay. But I am going to go with I'm going to start with a negative one, which is that I believe there will be 2 games that the Packers lose this year that will be directly traceable to special teams. Okay?
All right. What makes you say that? Because the kicking game, we had Demovsky on and said nobody's going to miss it. He's not missing a kick all season. What is it, the return game, or where do you see that weakness?
Yep. I think blocked blocked kick, return, fluky, just fluky things, field position, like all that, where we're going to say, like, God, the Packers were kind of better, but they, special teams. Okay? Is it bold to say that they will have 2 players with double-digit sacks? Is that bold or is that not bold?
I think we all assume that Mike is going to get there, and it's not your boldest, but I think it's not going to win any awards, I'll tell you that.
What if we said 3?
3 would be bold. Who's the third? Coop?
Yeah, I don't know who the third would be.
Okay. I'd probably put
I'm going to say 3.
Who's the second?
3 players in double digits.
Oh, Rashawn Gary's going to be. All right, 3 players with double-digit sacks. That is bold. I don't know how
we workshop that.
I don't know how many teams have ever had that happen. Jesse, I know you'll do some good research on that.
I'll get on
that. Back to us on Friday.
I mean, didn't the Eagles have like 17 guys last year record like 8 or more sacks or something?
Yeah,
like,
but that's not double digits, though. Yeah, they did have a vast array of guys going to do it. So, Craig, with the trade and everything else, where do you see this team? What the expectation game has changed for fans, I think, for a lot of us. How about for you? Do you think that move is kind of the big, bold move that you've been asking for a general manager to make for the Green Bay Packers for quite some time?
I've been waiting for this forever, and I think it makes a huge impact and a huge difference. I look at this team now, and I'm like, why shouldn't they be as good as anybody maybe outside of the Eagles? So I understand when you look around and you see that they have the odds to win the division, but I think this team is going to be better late than they are early. I don't think the continuity, I'm with Jason, the continuity of the receivers, you can't just manufacture that. I think that will be a negative impact early. And I do think that this team will not win 12 games. I think, so I think fans will be a little disappointed in the wins and losses, but I think this team is going to be playing its best football at the end of the year. So I think it is going to be a coming together thing. I think there'll be a quick right out the gate, then a regression, and then the team will be good at the end of the year.
Ooh. So quick out of the gate means they go and win back-to-back games against the Lions and the Commanders in the first 5 days of the season.
I don't know if it means at least 1-1 with both of them on the brink of winning, because those teams are so good. But I think they're going to look really good in those first 2 games, and I think that is going to make people feel really confident. I think you're going to see top 5 in the power ranking type stuff, and then I think there'll be a little regression. And then I do think by the end of this year, this team will look a lot like it did 2 years ago, but be a better version of that team.
All right, Craig, before we let you go and get to your business, Aaron Rodgers with the Steelers, you think playoff team, what do you think is going to happen in his potentially last season?
Yeah, I think they're a 10-win team. I think as long as he stays healthy, I think we have seen Mike Tomlin always be above 500. And we saw Aaron Rodgers coming off a really, really brutal injury just get better and better throughout the season last year. And I think, people want to write him off because of his age, but he was throwing the ball well, and, he's been voted a captain and, double digits for the Steelers in wins, and that's a really tough division.
Well, the Packers will face the Steelers in late October. They will face the Cowboys in late September. There are some interesting games on the schedule for sure. Craig, give our best to Rich Eisen for us, and we'll catch up with you down the road. Thanks.
I will. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
That is Craig Carmazin live from Los Angeles, where he is headed over to the studios where Rich Eisen does his radio program, which you can hear right after we finish up across ESPN Wisconsin. I like how you kind of workshopped your Craig's bold prediction there. That was nice. You get an assist. It was nice of you.
What do you mean workshopped?
Well, it was going to be 2 double-digit guys.
I think that's happened a bunch. I think the Steelers have done that. And 3 is a lot. And I would think Devontae Wyatt should be in that mix. You have Edgerrin Cooper. If Lucas Van Ness makes a big jump, and I think that's why everybody is excited, because You all know that Micah Parsons is going to draw. He is going to be the guy I've said for numerous times on this show. When you get in those Wednesday meetings, put that bullseye.
Bullseye guy.
Put the bullseye or the spotlight. And how are we going to not? You can't let this guy wreck the game. And when you do that, you're robbing Paul to pay Peter. Now it's time for Peter to start getting after people. Peter's going to get a lot of one-on-ones. Peter is Lucas Van Ness. Peter's Enik Barre. Peter's Rashawn Gary and Edgerrin Cooper. That's the Peter. Paul's going to get his deal. Peter needs to get his deal.
The guy they need to sign is Peter Zahut because he's a field-tilting guy. Pete Zahut. He's very good. Have you seen those?
Well, nobody out-Peters
him, yeah. The Eagles 2 years ago were the first team in NFL history to have 4 players with 10 or more sacks in a season. So that was 2 seasons ago.
Even more amazingly, last year, the Packers had more total sacks than the Eagles did.
That's amazing, too. That is amazing.
But won the Super Bowl and beat the Packers twice.
Yeah, Green Bay beating Philly like I had hoped. They would have won the Super Bowl, but
that's
Philly
what I've
didn't.
heard. And if the Badgers would have had home court advantage in Milwaukee, they would have been to the Final Four. We will wrap things up by discussing our favorite bold takes next. It's Wilde Tausch.
This is Wilde
Wilde Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio. The Homer Hour with special guests every day from 5 to 6.
Micah Parsons is now a member of the Green Bay Packers, and if they don't make the Super Bowl, it will be a disappointment.
The best 60 minutes of your day happens on the Homer Hour.
NFC Championship games should feel really familiar. When you have a defense like that we already know is really good, and then you add a guy like that, NFC Championship games should be very familiar.
Weekday afternoons from 5 to 6 on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Hi, it's John Reitz from Great Midwest Bank. Looking to simplify your everyday banking? Our checking and savings accounts offer the tools you need, plus the friendly, simply local service you deserve. Enjoy competitive rates, 24/7 online and mobile banking, and real people ready to help right here in your community. Whether your checking balance is at midnight or stopping by one of our branches at noon, Great Midwest Bank has you covered with a variety of new and improved account options designed for your unique needs. Great Midwest Bank, simply local and member FDIC.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here, and the Pickler Menominee Falls is now open. Your home for pickleball. 9 premium indoor courts with unlimited play, leagues, tournaments, and clinics all included in your membership. Sign up today for open play spots or check out Learn to Play sessions and clinics. Members get 4 clinics a month included. Memberships start at just $119 a month. Check out all the options at thepickler.com. That's PICKLR.com. And I'll see you on the court.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know it's not just a car, it also drives your children's dreams. So whether you're going to soccer practice, robotics club, or opening night in the school play, we help protect those dreams. Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right. And naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything. From the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde. Our family loves when Kringle from Racine Danish Kringles arrives at our home. And now football season has arrived, so try the green and gold Kringle. Traditional pecan Kringle and cheesecake Kringle topped with green and gold sprinkles. A crowd pleaser at any game day party. Order today at Kringle.com or 1-800-4DANISH. Easy to remember. Kringle.com or 1-800-4DANISH. Racine Danish Kringles, not just a treat, it's a tradition and the official pastry of ESPN Wisconsin.
Every great team starts with a strong defense, and the same's true in business. That's why companies trust Trend Micro for cybersecurity. From ransomware to phishing to the most advanced cyber threats, they help protect your network, your data, and your people. With over 35 years of expertise, Trend Micro has built a defensive playbook trusted by enterprises worldwide. Your business works too hard to get blindsided. Go to trendmicro.com and see how enterprise security is done right. That's trendmicro.com.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and football season is here. Are you ready to make money betting on sports? Are you ready to make a winning decision? Are you going to gamble for fun, or are you going to gamble for money? This year, make that decision that will build your bankroll all year long. Go to FatJackSports.com, and for less than $100 a week, make money betting on the games. That's FatJackSports.com. It's a personal portal. It comes to your email. It's hassle-free. It'll make you money. FatJackSports.com.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
We've reached the end of the Bold-A-Thon. Tausch, what stood out to you? I am standing on principle. I'm not trying to get rid of him for those that think that, because that's just stupid. But my bold prediction, and the reason it'll be bold is because I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to play out the season, be productive for them. Then they'll take the compensatory pick they get for him when he signs elsewhere. But my bold prediction is a trade deadline trade of Romeo Doubs.
What is more likely, a contract, mid-year contract extension, or a trade?
Trade. I think it's
okay.
I
think it's a bold one. I'm glad you did that because it is bold. I don't think so either, and mainly because of the injuries. Yeah. And I think Romeo's going to have a good season, I think, for this team because of all that. So I don't think so, but it's the boldest.
To win the MVP.
It is the boldest that you've done. Jesse, before I critique, what's yours?
So I was watching college football over the weekend. A lot of Frank Beamer talk when Virginia Tech was playing South Carolina. And Frank Beamer ball was always about
special teams.
Yeah. With Keyshawn Nixon proclaiming at the end of last year he would not be on kick returns and then being very excited to return to kick return duty this year. Jaden Reed with a prove-it season on the line. I predict the Green Bay Packers will lead the National Football League in special teams touchdowns in 2025.
It's bold. I think
a Bisaccia believer.
Outside of Patrono,
everything's been positive.
This is all unicorns and whatever.
Even Tom Waddle was positive for the Packers.
8-0.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if there's anything, I think my pick of Jordan Love winning the MVP is the boldest. I'm biased, though. Jason's, if it comes to fruition. There have been kickers. I don't know if there's ever been a kicker that has made every blanking kick.
Mike Vanderjagt, apparently.
I thought he missed in the post. I thought he missed in the postseason, but so there's a lot of boldness. There's a lot of beauty as far as what is going on with what's with where this team is. But I think Jordan Love winning the MVP would be the boldest of the bold. That's what I think. I'm sure you're not shocked by that.
So we got to the end, and you picked yours?
Yeah.
That's the best one.
Of course he did.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
That's bold.
That's a choice.
It's a bold pick.
It is.
Edgerrin Cooper being a Packers Hall of Famer, which you were up in arms about.
No, that is not what I was up in arms about. I was up in arms about.
Why would you? We have 2 minutes left. Why would you revisit that now?
Why
would you do
There
that?
was such an emotion that was elicited by that pick.
It was not about him making the Packer Hall of Fame. That was not it. So you're misconstruing, as you like to do. It was about the fact that it's easier than walking a block on Oneida Street. That's what irritated me. So I don't know why you would do that at the end of the show. I don't know.
The analogy didn't irritate you as much as our failure to back you up.
I don't understand how. I ask a lot of times, you're with me or against me? I don't always want you with me. This was one. It was just so blatantly.
We were all just uncomfortable, and we wanted to get out of that.
What do you mean
segment.
you're uncomfortable? No, you need to stand up.
You need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
How did we feel about the lineup of Boldathon contributors this year? Did we like it? Were we
really
missing
missed
anyone?
Kyle Wallace, gotta say.
Yeah, I thought Kyle not doing it
he had
was
a
really
chance.
irritating.
He could have been a plus one. He
irritating.
denied the opportunity.
By the way, I thought Brad Nortman had the best day of all of us today. I thought he had a really good take. I thought he's obviously on baby watch, joined us. He's got all his balls in his house there. It was I thought his appearance was fabulous. We wish him and Lexi the best as they await the arrival of baby Nortman. All right, that's it for us today. Craig is in Los Angeles with the Rich Eisen Show. I don't think he'll be a guest on the show, but that is next. Thanks for coming along for the ride with us today. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Miss any of today's episode of Wilde Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin? Commercial-free full show podcasts are available free on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ready to watch the Packers like a VIP? Cousins Subs put you in the center